building.
What's the best, purest, biggest nickel's worth you can get?
WRK, New York.
Hi, this is Keith Emerson.
This is Greg Lake.
This is Carl Palmer.
And you're listening to the best of Stern.
What happens when a psychopathic English au pair comes to America and babysits an annoying kid? It's the British nanny.
Now, Kenny, stop crying. Stop it. Stop it, I say. All right, Kenny, here's your bubble. Don't cry, Mary. Maybe pounding your head against this metal filing cabinet will do the trick. Ah, peace and quiet. Kenny? Kenny? Oops. Looks like Kenny's popped his clogs. Oh, bugger.
She'll warm your heart and split your head. She's the British nanny tonight.
Are you addicted to drugs or alcohol? Are you afraid to find help for fear your family and coworkers will find out? Well, at the Tattle Rehabilitation Clinic, we are sensitive to your need for confidentiality. Just ask Recovery Meth user Jim Walton.
Hey, wait, you just said my name. What's the deal? This is supposed to be confidential.
24 hours a day, we treat people with drug and alcohol dependence. People like former banker, cocaine dealer, and user Mark Wallace.
Hey!
And housewife, marijuana addict Martha Willis.
Stop!
The Tattle Rehabilitation Clinic. Your secret is safe with us.
Tonight, Fred the Elephant Boy has a message for all the street punks in New York City.
All you punks out there, just remember, I am watching you, and I'm very angry.
Fred the Elephant Boy is Elefantura. Tonight on Stern. Tonight, Fred the Elephant Boy faces his greatest challenge.
You're asking yourself, did I fire 6 shots or 5? Well, in order to excite me, I kind of forgot myself. But since this is a Colt 44 Magnum, the world's most powerful handgun, and will blow your head clean off, you've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you punk?
Jesus Christ, speak English, you moron. Fred the Elephant Boy is Elefantura.
I hate all punks. I really do.
Elefantura. Tonight on Stern.
Then my king daughters, everybody has you heard. Docking daughters. And if the monkey boat don't sing, docking board. And if the diamond ring will shine, docking board. And that's what I keep on telling everybody. Whoa. Hear me now and understand. And if the bills of mine won't stay, and if the better way ain't show, and if that's why I keep on shouting in your ears. Whoa. Everybody have you heard. And if the monkey boat don't sing, and if the diamond ring will shine, and that's the reason I keep on telling everybody. Listen now and understand. And if the bills of mine won't stay, I might rise above, I might go below.
Docking board, docking board.
And if that's the reason I get by sucking your
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let's have it by at your home.
Docking board, docking board.
And if the microphone don't sing,
Docking board, docking board, docking board.
and if the music was
Good morning and welcome to another Howard Stern show. My name is Jenna Jameson. I'm a famous porno actress. Howard thinks that I'm very beautiful. Do you know that I'm holding this microphone between my breasts? My firm, young 36D breasts? Now that I've gotten your attention, stop grabbing yourself and turn up the radio because it's time for the Howard Stern show.
You know, our agent was out at this the National Association of Television Programming Executives.
Right.
And he was telling me he's sitting at a table and he saw Stuttering John having a meal with Brandon Tartikoff. So I said to my agent, is that what his career has come down to? And he said, who, Stuttering John's? I said, no, Brandon Tartikoff.
Oh, he thought it was bad for Stuttering John?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's gotten real bad.
Seriously, Brandon Tartikoff was like kind of an important guy for a while. Now he's like having lunches with Stuttering John, banking his future on Stuttering John.
Unfortunately, I remember having a conversation with Stuttering John before he left, and he was telling me how he was going to sit with Brandon and pitch him on a show.
Yeah.
Is this? I really believe that he was delusional.
Yeah.
And this was not going to happen.
My agent saw it. What happened? Is Brandon Tartikoff a total loser now?
No, I mean, you kidding me? All the big guys in the business were coming up.
Yeah, they're coming up to him and saying, hey, remember when you were important? Brandon Tartikoff was the NBC.
It was the president, right?
And he was the guy who picked all the shows. And then when he left that job, he figured, oh, now I'll go create the shows. It seems easy enough. And then he realized it's a lot more difficult creating the shows than picking the shows.
Why do all those guys eventually think they can create the shows?
Because everybody fails upward. Everybody.
Get to a point where they can't function.
I'm the only idiot who realized I'm only good at radio. I do a TV show. I'm doing radio. See? But, you know. No, it's funny.
So how did your meeting go, John?
It was a lot of fun.
So let me get this straight. Did you fly down with Brandon Tartikoff?
No, I flew on my own.
And then you got down there and you had a meeting set up with Brandon Tartikoff?
I went down to hang out at the bar with the executive producer of Last Call.
What?
I went down to the bar to have a drink with the executive producer of Last Call.
Right.
You know, that's the show that I'm on.
Yeah.
So I got down there, and then Brandon showed up. And then,
when he showed up, he was scheduled to join you.
Well, I didn't know if he was, but I guess he was.
How come you were telling me then that you were going out to talk to him?
No,
well, you're telling two different stories.
No,
Robin's
no,
correct.
No. You're both correct. The first time, I didn't expect
Who is correct? Myself or Rob?
I didn't expect that. I thought it was like you went
right, but you.
No, I didn't expect to see that night. But the next day I knew I was hanging out.
Please,
but I didn't expect the first night.
Just answer my question.
Yes. Okay.
You had a scheduled meeting with Brandon Tartikoff.
Well, not the first night I was there. The second day I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you had a scheduled meeting with Brandon Tartikoff. Not the first night, the second.
Yes.
Night.
Okay.
We interviewed, so he'd be hucking.
Damn! I wish you were out of here.
No, I was confused because I know your agent was there. That's the night of the unscheduled.
All right. Whatever the meeting was, Brandon Tartikoff felt he needed to have a meeting with you.
Oh no, we just sat and talked about.
And what did you do? You pitched an idea for a show.
Well, no, I didn't actually get to the pitching part. I was just, because I'm on his show already.
Yeah, right.
So, we were just talking about the show and how to make it better.
That's some show. He's consulting Stuttering John.
Stuttering John.
Yeah.
To learn how to make a show better?
That's amazing. Boy, that guy has fallen.
He's got some.
He is falling.
He's a big fan of yours, Howard.
Yeah, real big fan. When he was the president of the network, he never did a damn thing for me. Oh, you know what he does? He comes up to me and he goes, Howard, you are the future of television. And then he goes out and hires Johnny B from Chicago, some DJ, and gives him a show.
And then Mark and Brian.
And Mark and Brian. He hired Mark and Brian.
I heard him give your agent an idea for your movie.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll pass.
He's talking to you about for advice.
No.
Yeah, anybody who talks to you for advice, I don't want to hear what their idea for the movie is. What was his idea? Maybe he knows something.
That could be an accident.
Yeah.
He's a very intelligent guy.
Oh, John. Look who's
John,
evaluating.
man. Yeah, you're not really qualified to do the evaluation.
Idiot.
Why is she an idiot? You are an idiot.
You know, you let her hang out with her. We have some great conversations. And then she comes
Yeah,
here.
because she's a phony in real life like everyone else.
No, she's...
But she gets on the air and she tells you how she really feels about you.
Yeah, but she's lying right now. She's full of crap.
She's lonely sometimes, so she hangs out with you.
No,
She's lonely?
Yeah.
No, I'm doing the show.
Oh, you know, Rob, you know,
Oh, that's even worse.
yeah, but
All Robin is saying is, how could you tell if someone was intelligent?
what do you mean? I think you're intelligent.
Yeah, but you can't tell if everyone seems intelligent for you.
That's not true.
Okay.
I don't think Jackie's intelligent.
Jackie's very bright. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. So what was the outcome of the meeting? What did you tell him to fix the show? If he puts more of you on?
Yeah, basically that's it.
We did. Well, yeah, I pitched him on some show ideas. Yeah, you know,
Like what? Like what was your idea?
Well, there's one that I want to have on. It's you know, a stuttery show, like this one, like, you know, that idiot who's on the computer, Ira.
Yeah.
You know, he's been arguing with me all the time. I want to have him, you know, because I don't believe in all his theories on you know, for, you know, stutterers. So I want to debate him, you know, him, and then we're gonna get Pat Leahy, who's a famous stutterer, and
Talent.
Pat Leahy. And
Pat Leahy.
Yeah, and just have these, you know,
Pele.
You know, and debates.
I thought you meant Pele, that soccer player.
Pat Leahy.
And I just want to do like a stuttering.
Oh, so you want to have a whole stuttering show?
No, just one half hour of it.
So, you mean you were pitching Brandon Tartikoff specific production ideas?
Okay, it wasn't like we were just having like drinking a couple beers and chatting.
And did he seem to enjoy your ideas?
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah? I think when you got it from the table, you went for cut, it's like, yeah, you retard.
No,
What am I doing with my
Right.
life?
No, I see a lot of people see. Only you think that. A lot of people don't think I'm such a retard.
Really?
Yeah, and
Who?
even Robin doesn't think I'm a retard. She just likes to play that game.
What is it, Gary?
It's funny now because John called from Vegas yesterday and he wanted to talk to you in the morning.
Right.
Because he was complaining to me how uncomfortable it was talking to Brandon. Like John didn't know what to say to him. It's
very difficult.
He didn't know how
No, John listens to everything I say and then makes it part of his personality. That's John.
What do you mean? I called here? I don't understand.
No, you know, I've talked about how difficult I'm awkward in social situations. I don't know what to say to people.
Who's awkward?
Excuse me. And you parrot everything I say.
Okay, Howard. It was. Believe me.
You parrot everything I say.
I feel uncomfortable sitting to a guy who's.
All right, get out of here. Get out now.
No.
Get out now. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I have news to do with my Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, you insulted
With this idiot.
with this idiot. I'm going to do news with the idiot over there, okay? Good. All right, get out of here. Get out. Get out now. Get out.
Who's Steve Allen?
All right. Unbelievable. Brandon Tartikoff should be ashamed of himself.
He had to sit. I wondered. He said he hung out with John for a couple of hours.
You mentioned this guy was the president of NBC, and he's like, you know, he's kind of desperate because he started a production company and no one's seen any good productions yet.
Yeah, he's yet to get a show on that lasts.
He throws these shows on the air that are air at 2 a.m. Infomercials air at 2 a.m. So then he's finally, I guess in an act of desperation, sits down with Stuttering John, and John goes, okay, I have some ideas. Okay, what's your idea? Well, we could get a guy on and he could stutter, and I'll talk to him. It's like John is the Forrest Gump of media. Like suddenly he's meeting with Brandon Tartikoff, has no clue, and Brandon Tartikoff's listening. Like remember when Gump used to say stuff and people would misinterpret it and think, wow, he's
and they started running with him,
Yeah.
waiting for him to say something like he had something profound to say.
Right, and then he would run and run and run for years, Forrest Gump, and then suddenly he would say something like, I have to go home, and all the people go, whoa, we're going home.
That's right.
And that's Brandon Tartikoff. He's sitting at a table with Stuttering John at NATV, doesn't know who to meet with. Because you go to NATV, every show is the same. Everyone now has an Oprah show, except it's with young people. That's the new thing this year. Everybody, they just grab different young people.
And they put him in an Oprah or Ricky Lake setting.
Yeah, like Brian Wilson's daughter now has a show.
You're kidding.
No, but she's Ricky Lake. They said, let's get another fat teenager.
Wendy Wilson?
Wendy Wilson, the fat one. They got Carrie Wilson. She's the fat one.
Oh, she's the fat one.
Yeah. Carney Wilson. She's got a show. Because they said, wait a second, she's young, she's fat.
She looks like Ricky Lake.
And she looks like Ricky Lake.
She could be a success.
Yeah. So they put her on. That's what they do now. Yeah. So they went down to that NATV convention and they had like Ricky Lake, Diddy Bought a Douchebag, everyone's got a show. They don't know who to put. Anybody who's sort of young and might have a show, but it's the same show. It's the Oprah show. It's the Phil Donahue show.
Actually, yeah.
We're young people, and we're black people yell at each other. And there's plenty of black people that go around for all these shows, evidently.
Got millions.
Right. White America has finally figured out what to do with black people. Stick them on these shows and watch them yell at each other. He didn't have to go watch them. That's what we're doing with our black. Our whole black population is on talk shows. Yeah. There's so many people talking, there's no one left to listen. It's amazing. So everyone's so confused down there, doesn't know what to do. Brandon Tartikoff's desperate. He's meeting with Stuttering John.
He falls into a bar and starts talking to Stuttering John.
About television. I mean, talk about a nightmare.
Well, John has a lot in common with Brandon. They both watched it.
Yeah. You know what I like? Stuttering shows. Gee, do you have any other themes you might want to? Because like what happened is this guy argues about stuttering.
We disagree about Central Dark Star.
I need a tape of that meeting.
Really, he should have been wired.
I said to my agent, how funny was it? He says, well, it was cute. He says, it was John, like, sort of ingratiating himself to this guy.
And why did he call in here to talk to you about this yesterday morning?
Because he's, in the worst way, he wants me to promote that show that he's on. Oh. Everybody wants to use me to promote their little project, so they will just, look up for the angle. Brandon probably said to him, why are you talking
He's
about
here every day, and he flies out to Las Vegas to call you.
Yeah. That's John. That's our boy.
And Brandon sat down to see what other ideas he had.
Right. And Brandon doesn't have a clue what to put on TV. I mean, he did when he was a programmer, because all these top guys used to come to him and say, hey, we have this show, this show. Which one would you like to put on your network?
He used to be Nappy.
Right.
Everybody brought him shows.
So now everybody goes over and says hello to him, but they could care less. He's in the same boat as everyone else.
You know what it is? He could hit again.
Right.
He could wind up at a network again.
No
and
chance.
I don't want to. It could happen.
Excuse me. If he's as busy with Stuttering John, there's no way it's going to happen
Let
again.
me just put it to you this way.
Yeah.
All the television executives could be on a plane that goes down. And Brandon would be the only one who still knew how.
You're saying lightning can strike twice?
No, I'm just saying that Brandon would be the only one left with any experience.
Yeah. Can't happen. Nobody's that lucky. Stuttering John. He's a peasant.
Not everybody sees him as such an idiot.
Yeah, name one person. Yeah. Who doesn't see... Raise your hand if you don't see Stuttering John as an idiot. I don't see any hands. Unless you guys have the OJ affliction where you can't put your hands over your head. I'd say that, yeah. I'd say, there's arthritis going on.
Something.
What, man?
Is there a reason why you're doing this?
I'm just saying it's funny that you met with Brandon Tartikoff. That's all. I'm just poking fun at the humor of the situation. You don't think that's funny?
Don't see it.
You don't think that Brandon Tartikoff is what? Is completely desperate?
See, no
offense.
I mean, you should have seen the people come up to him and...
Yeah, but that's like, all the comics go off to Soupy Sales and pay him homage. Doesn't mean he's great anymore. He had his day. It's like, hey, there's Brandon Tartikoff. Remember when he was happening? They go up and they say, hey, remember when you were happening?
It's the same as condolences at a funeral.
Yeah, I mean, just because the guy goes over and says hi doesn't mean he's happening. Everyone in the whole damn Friars Club goes up to Joey Adams and pays honor to him. Doesn't mean he's happening.
The guy has an incredible track record.
Of what? He's never produced a hit show. What hit show? No. He was the executive who hired the people who put on the Cosby Show. People came to him and said, we have a new Bill Cosby show. Would you like to see it? He said, okay. He looked at it and he said, hey, this is pretty good. I'll put it on.
Went across his desk. Right.
Yeah. You're gonna say he created the Cosby Show?
But that's what people are doing to him now. They pitch him ideas.
Somebody named Marcy Carsey invented that show. I seen that on the credits.
And they weren't so sure it was going to be a hit.
Right.
That was a complete surprise to Brandon.
Believe me, that was a complete surprise to Bill Cosby. What a string of losers. So if he's so smart, why doesn't he put Cosby in something new and develop something new for him?
Yeah, where's his next sitcom?
Or find the next Cosby. Instead, he's sitting at lunch talking to you about a show that airs at 2 in the morning.
Not in all markets. Sometimes it's earlier.
Okay, there you go.
Should I talk to Bill Cosby or Joe?
Let's see. Well, Bill Cosby's pretty big.
Maybe he's now into doing the impossible.
Right. Super programmer. What track record does he have? He knows less about television than you do.
What?
What?
It's my understanding that he's a very...
No, that's a hype. You know what hype is? The whole business is built on smoke and mirrors. The whole business. There are those that can truly create. And there are those that can only look at the creator. Actually, explain that to your friend. All right? He can kiss my ass.
Oh.
I could just call Vegas. Let's call Vegas right now, Robin, and find out the odds on Brandon Tartikoff reviving
that career.
The odds for reviving him are the same as reviving Walt Disney from that block of ice. Right? Right?
Just about, yeah. I think actually Walt has a better chance.
Yeah, because all they got to do is defrost Walt. He's got some idea.
Yeah, give him a few shots, a jolts. He might come back to life.
Right. And they'll find a way one day. Walt Disney will be back with us. I don't know about Brandon.
Now, whether he'll still have it or not, that's another question.
My agent said it looked like it was the saddest thing he ever saw.
See, right? There's a guy I'm just as uncomfortable to his brand.
Oh,
with your age, I'm very intimidated by too. I mean, I get intimidated. Yeah, right. I get intimidated.
Now, who cares if you're intimidated?
I know, but I'm saying,
of course you should be intimidated. You've done nothing your entire life. Of course you're intimidated. You've produced nothing.
Look at the face that you have, Robin.
What do you want from Robin? She didn't say a word. Because get out now. Now you've insulted Robin again. I'm not going to stand for it.
I don't want to insult her.
Well, get out anyway.
He has nothing more to say to you.
Did you spit all over him when you were stuttering? I thought, Brandon, were you stuttering aloud? Was he laughing at you?
I did spit on one executive's jacket, and it was like one of those white spits. And I had to I was talking to him, I just kind of kept on rubbing.
Somebody told me who was at NAFI, other than my agent, that he saw Morton Downey's having a television show, and they had this whole big booth for Morton Downey. They have booths.
Yeah.
So they had this whole big booth, and Morton Downey was like in this big carpeted booth and the whole thing, and there was like one guy in there with him, like, talking. It was actually, he's going to commit suicide any day.
Over to check it out.
Yeah, right. Like one or two people like shaking his hand.
Yeah.
He's going to commit suicide any day now. I mean, come on, it's over. It was over 5 years ago. Now it's really over. 5 minutes. Remember Donahue was having him on? He was walking up and down. Yeah, right.
A couple of times.
Next big thing. Womp womp.
Donahue won't have one now.
No.
Now when he really needs it.
Yeah. I heard Morton Downey turned out a meeting with Brandon Tartikoff. That's the way things work. Brandon Tartikoff flew out to Vegas to meet with John. How come we had to meet you out in Vegas? Like, why couldn't you guys?
I went there because of the napkey. Napkey.
What was it?
Napkey.
Napkey?
Napkey.
No, napkey's what you wipe your face with after you eat. Could you please pass the napkey?
But there's a lot of people there. Gary Shaver.
Dude, you went to NAPI and you don't even know the name of it.
NAPI, I know it.
Yeah, NAPI. You know what it stands for?
Yes.
What?
National Association for Television Production Executives.
It's close enough. And one of those words might have been wrong.
Pam Williams was there.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Was he going out with Arsenio?
No. She wanted me to tell you that's not true. They're just friends. Somebody saw them at, eating one night, and they made up that whole thing.
All right.
And she single. Yeah.
Tell her to come in here, man. I'm ready for that. I'll give her a big time.
And Gary Shandling was there, and Geraldo.
If you didn't nail Pamela Anderson, I'll kill myself if you tell me that.
I tell you, I did.
You didn't get intimidated there, did you?
Well, it was weird because there was all photographers around, but I did ask her for her home number.
Yeah.
Well, she said she's moving 10 days, but she was willing to give it to me, but there was people around we never can.
She's always moving.
Yeah. She's moving. She nails you, I'll jump from a bridge. I'll push you. All right, thanks, John.
No, you just get John and throw him from the bridge.
Yeah. Throw her and him from the bridge. All right, man, thank you. You get laid out there?
No, I didn't have time. But there was
He's too busy meeting.
So many hot girls, I couldn't believe it.
Really? Okay, I got to start the news. Let's start the news. I mean, I'd love to talk to you some more, but I can't. I got to move on. Poor Brandon Tartikoff.
He's glaring at me. What the heck is wrong with him? John just looked. He just glared at me like he could kill me.
Yeah.
What is his problem?
Anyway, where were we?
We weren't anywhere. We're starting.
Were we at Napkey? Napkey.
Is it that? And that.
That's pathetic. I mean, I could see like Brandon Tartikoff meeting was like Dick Clark or somebody who had, has produced some program.
Gary Shandling's out there, or Pamela Anderson, or any of these people.
Yeah. Wonder if Shandling hooked up with Pamela Anderson.
Is it he was still with,
I heard he dumped her.
No.
Yeah.
You were going to check on that to see if it was real.
I heard he dumped her. He's getting tired of that.
I thought they were engaged.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was single, I'd be engaged today.
You would always be.
I know, I'd be perpetually engaged.
You'd walk around with a spare ring.
That's the move. I'd like to ask you to marry me, and we'll get married in like 2 years. Yeah, that's enough time until I get sick of you. No rush. Yeah, I'm waiting for my to be divorced by the church. Yeah, I'm sure.
How could he get tired of it?
Oh, she's such a party. And yet they all get tired of her. Anyway, Robin, go ahead.
Jackie met her?
Yeah. Sounds like it did.
Yeah, you sound like he knew her.
You want me to take a break and then we'll do some more news and stuff?
That's the plan.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Alan, you stink. I don't mix words. You will never be a greatest jockey. He has lousy voice, lousy personality, and this will not change. So on the air, it's not for you.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
Hello, hola, I'm Charo, mystery woman of the Gucci Gucci. I am one of the world's sexiest women, and that is why I came here to meet one of the world's sexiest men. And I was not disappointed. Did I read that right? So here he is, the guy who put the Gucci wearing like my Gucci, Howard Stern. Wow.
By the way, for those who called in and said that the Pete Rose show must have aired on, when did the Pete Rose show air?
I don't even remember. It was like, no, that had to be 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
it wasn't last week. It was the week before.
I'm just hearing about it now?
Yeah.
Some guy said the word nigger was bleeped out when Mrs. Marge Schott said nigger.
Mm-hmm.
On the E! show, it was bleeped out. And I threw a fit this morning. And someone wrote me, on the same show, they let Spick and Chink go out on the air. Nigger was given special protection. Nigger. So, on the E! network, you can't say nigger.
But you can say every other.
You can say Spick and Chink.
Racial epithet.
You know, I think that most people do understand when we do that kind of humor. That we're not...
Well, apparently they don't, because the E! network let Chink go by and not nigger.
Yeah, we're not saying like we're into calling people niggers.
But why would you allow any of them if you're going to...
So we all know that whole thing. I caught the tail end of your E! conversation about bleeping out the word nigger. In case the person who told you about the incident didn't go into detail, this is what happened. The show started with the introduction of the guest, Pete Rose, if I remember. Just before the first break, they played the preview of what was about to come, for the next segment, like a little teaser.
Yeah.
Here, they showed you using the word nigger and did not bleep it out. When the segment played a few moments later, they did bleep nigger out. He says, be sure to ask Fran why it's okay to say nigger before a commercial break on E, but it's not okay during the course of the show. So I think if you...
Any questions being raised?
Yeah. I mean, everyone... This is called Niggergate. Everyone is completely confused by this.
The complete investigation, I think there should be congressional hearing.
Yeah, right.
Is there a secret tape?
Use nigger here, don't use it there, use chink, use kike, use this.
Just when were these discussions held?
Yeah.
Did we never hear from Fran Shack?
No, she has not called back. I guess she's going to call me later at home, but I'll have a tape recorder going so we can play it on the air.
Sure, you can do that.
So, yeah, I don't think that's against the law. So, but she always calls, she goes, I don't want to talk about this on the air. I didn't want to talk about it on the air. Well, why not? You bleep nigger, but you didn't bleep chink and kikey kikeman.
Those words aren't as inflammatory.
Yeah. Well, chink's not so bad. You know what it is? The chinks don't actually run through the streets and start rioting, so everyone's afraid of the blacks. I think that's a subtle form of discrimination. You can make fun of...
No, it's very blatant.
You can make fun of every ethnic group but nigger.
Mm-hmm.
You can say kike, you can say chink, you can say... But you can't say nigger. In fact, I think Judge Ito allowed chink into the courtroom, but he won't allow nigger in the courtroom. Because everyone's so afraid of what the black people are going to do. But they understand. I assume that every ethnic group understands when you're actually coming down on the side of, making fun of racism. I think.
No, that's not true.
Really? Well.
Don't we get a number of complaints?
That's true. No, I'm just trying to... Some guy told me, a programming executive for one of the big stations said the word nigger itself almost starts fires. Black people don't write. It's just, the fires just start instantly.
Well, how many have you started this morning?
Oh, the whole rainforest is gone. Yeah.
People's jets are blowing up.
Kanky Kankman.
Well, that's sort of an unwritten rule. You can't criticize blacks in any way.
Right.
You can't write negative reviews.
Right. Because you're a racist.
Say anything about black people unless it's positive.
Right. Well, I don't know what happened there, but I'm going to find out, I'm sure, later today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going to do some news here, or I hope so.
We cannot let the casting of Rose Kennedy go by without a proper eulogy.
We're such a shock.
104 years old. That's quite a long life. And quite an eventful one.
That means she was born exactly 1800.
Yeah.
Am I right?
No, 1900.
Oh,
no.
Sorry. Oh,
1800 and something. 1894.
No.
90.
No.
1890.
That means she was born 1900.
No, 1890.
No, it's 1994.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, it would have to be 1890. 1890?
I mean, 1890.
1890, right.
But it would be 1890.
Two math majors. Baba Booey. I know, thank you.
Go away. We'll figure this
We're trying to do a bit. You're going to bring it to an end and tell us the right answer. You're great. You're really not. You read me like a book. Yeah. Fowie.
You gotta be kidding me.
Duh.
Half a full high.
So have we got it right now? 18.
Do me a favor. Let's take a break before you do the story. Go out and tell Gary it's a comedy show. He calls into MTV to correct Beavis and Butthead. Retard. Don't those guys know you're not supposed to hit a frog with a baseball bat? That's really cool. Oh, it's very wrong, Bull.
Bull, go get Curly.
Wow, they must have got the vote when he stuck his finger to his eye. And by the next scene, he's all healed. How's he done with
You know, in those Roadrunner cartoons, that guy, the coyote, is always getting hit with an anvil, then he's right back on.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Only one thing that could take the heat off of me.
What's that?
An angry black man if it was mad that you used the word nigger.
You're fired. Now,
So this isn't a regular listener. This is a guy who just happened to walk by an office and heard the word.
See, this is what happened. The word nigger. Oh, a fire just started.
He heard the word nigger gay. Is what he heard.
Nigger gay.
And he wants to know what the hell's going on.
Well, couldn't you, hey, dude?
Yeah.
Couldn't you? No, you want to be on the air. Martha. Who's Martha, your wife?
No, Martha was the person that I just walked into her office and I heard you on the radio, well, Stern on the radio.
Yeah.
And how do you get off with such,
What do you mean?
How do you say nigger on the radio?
Like this, nigger. That's how I say it. Because I'm saying, you haven't listened to the whole show.
No, I don't.
You're hearing the word nigger out of context.
Well, I don't.
I am anti the word nigger. You understand?
Often enough.
Oh.
You say it again. Come on, let's say it.
Oh, you say it.
You say
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not uptight about it.
Oh, I am. People have fought over that word and died.
Who?
A lot of people.
Name one person who fought over that and died.
Like, you ever heard of the word King?
Who?
King? Dr. King?
Dr. King?
Yeah.
Gynecologist or dentist?
Well,
the hypnotist.
We know Dr. King, but he had time
Robin Quivers, the lady that's over there, it's a sister. She ought to be ashamed of herself.
Right.
I am.
Yeah, well, you know what? You want to be ashamed of yourself. You want to be ashamed of yourself for walking by the radio and jumping to conclusions.
Oh, well, I hear you so often when I walk to different offices. I'm like, how do people listen to you? I really don't know.
I ought to beat you up.
Well, hey, I'm at 2 Penn Plaza.
What?
I'm at 2 Penn Plaza.
I'm coming down there after the show.
Okay.
I'm about to kick your ass.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Tyrone.
Tyrone, how'd you get his name?
Because I can tell. His last name is Shoes. Tyrone Shoes. A guy walks by the radio, takes the whole thing out of context, right away accuses me of being racist. I am the most You know how many black friends I have? How many, Robin? Tell him.
None.
Okay. But I would if I could. I live in a very exclusive neighborhood. I would love to live. I actually looked up on the computer how many blacks, like are in the school district where I live.
Yeah.
They said .02. I was like, whoa.
And they're fast getting rid of him.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean .02?
I would like to see those .02 people.
That's barely two people.
How do you get to be .02?
I don't know, man.
What does a .02 look like?
I don't know. You know what it is? You've never seen a person who's a .02? That means that's why you don't see any black people. Over there. Over there.
Well, yeah, you said location.
3 L's of real estate.
How's the name of it? Lily.
Lily. The 3 L's of
Lily White.
I think .02 means a black guy's car was stalled out on my street. When they took the survey.
Right, he was running through your neighborhood.
Yeah, and he accidentally got counted into the survey. Yeah. Well, I lived with a lot of black people when I was young, so there you go. I more than have my share.
Minute of it.
Oh, come on, I loved it. They didn't love me, I loved them.
It was unrequited.
It was. Well, anyway, the point that I was making so that gentleman, that jackass, could understand is that Mrs. Schott, the owner of a baseball team, was using the word nigger inappropriately.
But is there an appropriate use?
Times. No, there is no appropriate use. There is no appropriate use unless you're a black rap star who needs to put that in a
I don't
sentence.
think that's appropriate either. So there is no appropriate use, and Miss Schott was just using the word nigger.
I think if you're a black man and you use the word nigger in a poem, it's okay.
No. Who told you that?
That's my rule.
Oh.
You can have your rule.
When did you get to vote?
That's I have the same vote everyone else does. This is America. And it's okay.
Blacks have to determine that.
Not really. Hey, you don't have your own agenda. Maybe you need a white man to settle out when the right word, the right time to use nigger.
Thanks, Massa.
Massa.
The only people that get upset about the word nigger are oversensitive niggas.
Here's Mr. Schott.
That caller was typically stupid.
Here's Mr. Schott. See? That's not right. Listen, here's my point.
Go ahead, mate.
On the E Network, why can't you use the word nigger in comedy? And then at the same breath you can use chink.
Well, what I would say is your defense is the HBO comedy show. What is that thing called?
The Jam.
Yeah.
Comedy Jam.
HBO Comedy Jam or whatever.
Def Jam.
Def Jam Comedy something or other. Everybody says nigger.
Right. In the house.
All you niggas.
Right. Hey, niggas. What's up?
What's up, niggas? What's up, niggas? So why can't you use it in comedy?
You know that Dr. King died over that word?
No, I didn't know that either.
I thought it was just some crazy white man who did that.
Every day.
Tonight on the E! Network, I'm going to use Kikey Kikeman. That's what I'm going to say. I want to see if they let that on. Mr. Schott, you say it.
Kikey Kikeman.
There you go.
You know, I call a spade a spade. I also call a spade a nigger.
You are the sickest, most racist woman. And on the E! Network, though, you're completely clean.
And nobody even knows what you're there for.
Would you do me a favor, Mr. Schott? Talk about the Yellow Chink Boys.
Yellow Chink Boys?
Yeah.
Once the baseball teams that I don't own overseas?
Right.
They're Japs and yellow bastards. They're slanty-eyed, inscrutable Jap bastards. Buying up America.
There you go. I want to see if they air that.
I love the Chinks. They got great soup. They're lousy drivers.
They don't hurt anybody.
Now, stay back where you belong, you fish eaters. Crawfish. They think they're so healthy and they're smoking and drinking their brains out. Oh, yeah, raw fish. Oh, yeah, good, healthy.
Mr. Schott, you don't like anybody.
No, I don't.
But you eat Chinese soup.
2 pound rice and you slanted butt.
Shake, right.
Slowhead.
Right. What is a slowhead?
Slowhead, yeah, what does that mean?
Mr. Schott?
Good question.
I thought a slowhead was like a Pakistani.
Really? Well, what does it mean?
No, slowhead is like a gook. Yeah, because their head's slope.
Their head's slope?
Yeah.
What are you talking
It
about?
slopes down. You ever see that?
No.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't look at people the way Jerry Lewis.
Right. It's all sloped out.
What are you? I don't know what he's talking about.
Mr. Schott, you know what I mean?
I know is the only tragedy about that Jap earthquake. It didn't happen in China, too, did it, Sing? Shake 'em up. Shake up, fiddle skinks. Oh, skinks. Speak English. What, people can't have it? No, it's like anyone different from me. I'm never going to be the same. Those friggin' coolies. Go home.
Right.
Build the railroads. Pigtail. Little hats. Scare me. They scare me.
The little hats they wear, the little, you don't like that.
Folded arms bowing to you. Stab you right in the back, them sneaky bastards. We need an earthquake in Harlem. Swallow a few thousand troublemaking niggas.
There she goes. You know, it's hard to keep her off that one subject. She can go on about other people for a little while. She goes right back to her favorite group.
You're Swallow. You are unbelievable. You are a filthy, disgusting woman. How they let you own a baseball team?
All the niggas, goodbye, niggas. Goodbye. You're falling like me. Yo. No, niggas, no Super Bowl. You're swallow 'em up.
Well, you must be pretty sad now that there's no baseball.
Damn it, she said.
Yeah.
You can make fun of black people all you want, but you want all your players are black.
I'm safe in my house with a 77 tree.
What is it?
There's a woman on the phone.
What's Jenny doing here?
There's a black woman on the phone. She's not angry, but she wants to explain to you the use of the word nigger and how some people can say it, why black people can say it, why you can't.
Let me hear. Well, I don't say that word. I'm not a fan of that word. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up, baby?
Yo, in the house.
Hey, what's up, nigga?
So it's okay for you to use.
I need to shoot that straight with bitch shots. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Shut up, Aunt Jemima. Shut up, you fucking redneck.
Honey, don't use the F word, all right?
Don't try.
I'm trying to create dialogue. I'm trying to bring people together.
All right.
You're not having much.
I had to hit the button.
Look.
All right.
I apologize.
That's all right, buddy.
Yeah, but the word, when y'all listen like Def to Call Me Jam, they use the word all the time.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. Nigger is not just the word they're using. They're using nigga. Like homeboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's not how to say it.
No.
All right, let me try again. What's up? Nigga. Is that the right way?
It's just, I don't know, I just darling.
No.
I say one homeboy.
Let me tell you something, darling. No person, it's like if you went up to a Jew and said, it was okay, then okay, it wouldn't make a difference. The guy wouldn't like it. Or you went up to Gary's called McGinney, he don't like that. Well, Gary likes that, but these...
All right, so avoid just cut it, so don't say it.
All right, listen, all right, Gary.
You want to talk to the last angry person of the day?
Yes.
That we'll put through?
I'm never going to say that to you, don't worry about it. I was just trying it out on you. All right, calm down. Hey, don't kick my ass after the show, all right? Give me a break.
Can't be afraid to welcome her.
That's our promotion director all the way.
He works in promotions and not the direct
assistant. He will be as soon as they figure out there's a white woman doing it. Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I hope you can settle all of this pain that we're in. Is this Felicia Ayers, Alan Rashad?
No, it is not.
You sound like her. Uh-oh.
They've done something wrong.
Uh-oh.
The principal just entered the room.
Are you a principal? Hello? You're
a female black.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in and making some sense out of all of this. I am here to say, along with this woman, I believe, that all of these words are wrong. How am I doing?
Yes.
Thank you.
But that's not enough. Because you're sitting there giggling and laughing like it's a big joke. It isn't a big joke.
All these words are wrong.
And it is not a joke.
We'll say that too.
And it's not a joke. When you say the word Chinese, Negro, spit, guinea, these words
are derogatory.
Right.
Hurtful.
Hurtful.
A little large thought about it, like straighten out.
Oh, come on.
I got scared.
But may I say something?
The young lady with you said that you can't say anything bad about a black person, which is a lie.
Right.
So they say enough things about black people as it is.
Right. She's wrong. And let me say something here. I'm going to make a point. Abe Lincoln, George Washington Carver.
Abe Lincoln, George Washington Carver. Where's the line? Listen, Miss,
These are quiet. Yeah, please.
I just want to know where he's going.
Well, hey, excuse me. Am I trying to say something?
I don't think this woman on the phone realizes that Robin is a different person than the woman that called and said it's okay to say nigga. I think she thinks it's the same person. That's why she's a little angry.
So what difference does it make?
Well, who cares? This is great. She's angry. She sounds good. I just like someone angry on the phone. Abe Lincoln, George Washington Carver, O.J. All right, Lord, wait, this is a bit. I'm trying to.
What are you making?
I'm trying to make a point. Give me a second. All right, so I don't have a point. Did we pretty much sum it up what you're trying to say?
No.
Oh. Well, what do you want to say?
I didn't like the statement that the young lady made.
Which young lady?
I think that when you see articles in the press, you don't necessarily see critiques of black film directors that are negative. You don't see people attacking even a Louis Farrakhan or somebody they may disagree with.
Because they're afraid to.
They say, but they don't attack with the same freedom they would attack someone of another color.
It's the same reason the E! Network won't air the word nigger, but they'll air the word chink. You understand? Capiche?
Yeah, but the point is that you said it so many times, and you're giggling and laughing as if it's a big joke. It is not a big joke.
Oh, all right.
And
Well,
that lady should put something in her head besides air.
Well, we're going to try and say it a couple more times without laughing. Thank you.
Please. Oh, please, that makes it all much better.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank God we made it better.
I don't know that you...
I think we lost the fan. We lost the fan.
After you had...
We lost the fan.
You think she was a fan to begin with?
No. She just misses the joke. She was... But that was Coretta Scott King.
Now.
I think it is funny that people do get upset about ethnic slurs. I find it hysterical. I really do. I just find it, like, why would it bother anybody? Never, I swear to God, it wouldn't bother me.
Well, you were a little upset that day you called me when you heard that Jackie was calling you a Jew bastard. Well, you called me at home that morning?
I was just upset because I work with the guy and I'm saying, Jew. I was more upset that he called me a bastard.
Right.
Than anything. I mean, like, what did I do to,
it wasn't the Jew thing, it was the anger thing.
Plus, let's say I'm half Jewish. Right. Those.
That's what upset you.
Yeah.
Jackie.
I don't want you to call me a half Jew.
The other half of you.
Call me a half Jew bastard next time. I'm a half Jew, but I'm not a bastard. At least not to him. Okay. I might be a bastard to everyone else, but not you, pal. That woman's right. I don't want to hear any more laughing. Especially you, young lady. How old are you going to be, young lady?
I'm holding on.
No offense, but you're older than I am.
Don't you argue with that woman. She was right, and I don't want to hear any laughing about that.
You know, I like
she ruined the show.
I like the fact that aren't you the sister that doesn't stand up for black people?
Yeah, who are you again? All right, let's take a break. Let everyone calm down. Obviously, it's a racially charged show today. We're seeing how ugly America can get. And we'll take a break. And we'll see if we can have all...
I was trying to eulogize Rose Kennedy. I don't know what happened.
Mr. Shot jumped in.
Subject of coconut head.
Oh, shut up.
Well, you're even-handed in your hatred, aren't you, Will?
Yes, I am.
You're not...
I got nothing to prove.
In addition to black people, who else do you hate?
Jew bags.
You bag?
Yeah, well, you bastards. Let's see. Chinks, woolly-headed Zulu troublemakers. Let's see. Haps, Irish people, they're no good.
There you go.
Drunken mix.
All right, so there you go. Very good. We're going to take a break.
Polacks. What else?
We'll take a break.
She hates it.
But it's funny that people just turn in their radios and hear him screaming out.
And then they get all my...
You're crazy.
I wish for the world. I wish that every chink that bit the dust in that quake had a Jew and a nigger on his lap.
Oh.
Bye.
Incredible.
Goodbye, Mrs. Shot.
Goodbye, all of you.
All right, thank you.
Camel jockey.
Joe, you know what? Do yourself into but what's his name? Howard Stern. We'll be right back. Hello? Hello? Yes. This is Tuba. Tuba. Could, you tell me this Pepe is that pepperoni? Pepperoni? Yeah. Yes, Pepe. Pepperoni, I don't know how to hide. And if you have like that thing of pepperoni, yes. You want a dog called name by the name of pepperoni? Yes. Of the Clyde. Pretty. To the dog, but he's white, white, green. What do you call it? Do you take? Pretty. Pepperoni. Why not? Pepperoni. You talk about it, yeah. It's worth nothing. If you are give them the super good. I like it. Hey, drink it out. I'll be going.
Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling, his wild new filthy joke CD and cassette Hot Dogs and Donuts is only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Call 1-800-323-KING. All 3 of his CDs are available. Saturday, January 16th, catch Jackie at Club A in Sayreville, New Jersey. For info and new online catalogs, visit jokeland.com.
4 priests have been removed after admitting they molested an altar boy. It's like all 4 of them got this one altar boy.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. 4 priests teamed up on one altar boy?
Well, it seems that this was the boy. Ralph? If you were the priest at this parish, you got this boy.
Is Ralph still here? He's got an altar boy story.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, he told it to me pretty good.
Well, we'll wait till he comes in. That'd be funny to hear him tell
He'll
it.
hear us and call us on the phone or something.
Imagine usually the altar boy is some kid whose father maybe isn't even in the house anymore, and the mother maybe wants to send the kid to church.
Send him to church so he'll be around a good influence.
Yeah, he wants to be around role models, and hey, who better than priests? Needs a father figure. And meanwhile, 90% of the priests are gay, so you give them a gay role model.
A good percentage.
All right, 98. I'm sorry, it's a little low. And these are guys who grew up in really Catholic backgrounds who basically say, "Oh my God, I'm attracted to men. I'm attracted to men. What am I going to do?" And they become priests, and they think that, now they'll take a vow of celibacy.
They'll pray on their knees and God will take it away.
Yeah.
That awful thing they want to do.
Begging altar boys to pick up the crucifix.
Let's just listen to this story.
How old's the kid?
Well, he's an older guy now because this happened back in the 70s. But this cardinal down in Washington, James Cardinal Hickey, I love those cardinals.
Hickey. Hi. Oh, bony fingers.
Oh,
come to Papa.
Hey. This is the first time he's ever had to dismiss so many priests at once for the same thing. Churchgoers in 5 parishes where the 4 had served learned the news at Mass on Sunday when the priest read a letter from Cardinal Hickey, according to the Washington Post. One of the 4 also admitted to abusing a second youth from 1988 until 2 years ago.
Wow.
Monsignor William Laurie was the first one to learn about the problem. What had happened was the young man who was the victim of all of this started to have some marital problems, and he went into counseling. And that's when he decided to call Monsignor Laurie and talk to him about what happened to him.
Monsignor Laurie?
Yeah. So the Monsignor called the 4 priests in and said, "Hey, there's a dude out there who says you all did him," and they all admitted it.
Oh, really? Right off the bat, huh?
Yeah, they all cracked.
Haven't they learned from O.J.? Deny. Everyone knows O.J. committed murder. He just sits there like, "Hey, what are you just talking about? This is crazy."
The former altar boy, now a 34-year-old professional living in the Baltimore area, requested anonymity. He said he was 11 or 12 when Father Schaefer, then pastor at St. Matthias Roman Catholic Church in Lanham, Maryland, gave him a job after school answering telephones in the rectory. The man said Father Schaefer would take him to his bedroom in the rectory or to a classroom in the parish school where they would engage in sex. In 1974, Father Schaefer was transferred to another parish and replaced by Father Smith, who also abused the boy.
Do you think they had a conversation and said, "Hey, listen, you want to get some good action?"
Tap him.
Right. I love that word rectory, too. It's so close to rectum.
So Father Smith also abused the boy until he was 17. While Father Smith was the pastor, and the former altar boy was still around, he would give him off to another visiting priest when he would come in.
Wow.
And to Father Pritchard, who was an associate pastor at the church. So he just sort of spread him around, good old Father. What was it? Father Smith would like to share.
It's one big hag club.
So, yeah.
And what's with this kid? I mean, he seems kind of into it.
Well, he said that it was very confusing for him because part of it doesn't feel bad.
Right.
But then you realize in the back of your head that there's something going wrong here, so you sort of dissociate. So he was just sort of like laying there and taking it.
Right. Like Tex Antoine says.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's like gay or straight today.
He was married to a woman, so he obviously had a heterosexual relationship that wasn't working out too well for him.
What is it?
When he wound up in therapy.
Ralph's on the phone, and by the way, Ralph was an altar boy. That's where his incident took place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know this about Ralph.
Ralph, don't say where you were an altar boy, but go ahead. What is your...
No, I wasn't an altar boy. Gary got that.
Oh, okay. Gorilla was an altar boy. He's got his own stories.
Yeah, but what's your story?
But I went to Catholic school. Anyway, this priest was it was some kind of fishing trip or something. We were going to go fishing.
Yeah, and Ralph was one of those kids whose dad kind of split early.
Right. So I guess he was trying to give me a father image or something.
So was it your mom trying to get you a father image?
I get, you know.
Why don't you show you pictures of Hitler better?
You know what was even scarier? It was a priest who did counseling.
Yeah, all right.
You know, guidance counselor kind of thing. Anyway, so my mom drops me off the night before.
No wonder the Catholic Church is so against gay people.
Yeah, because they've got them all inside.
Yeah, they got them inside and they're molesting everyone.
You want to call it? No wonder they have a bad opinion.
Yeah, of course we don't like gays. Look what they do to kids. We make them priests and they molest everyone. How can we condone this behavior?
It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, so you go on a camping trip.
So we're supposed to be fishing, me and one other guy and this priest.
How old were you?
I was like in
19.
Happened last week.
I was like in 6th or 7th grade, however old you are then.
12 and 11, somewhere in there.
Way too old.
Yeah.
Oh, Ralphie. I'm a fishing Ralphie. What's that strange berry on your face, young man?
All right. So my mom dropped me off the night before. You know, we're going to sleep over, get an early start. So, within like 15 minutes of being there, I sit down in his office with this other guy's in there, and they're looking at magazines. And he goes, "Here, take a look at these." And he opens up a drawer, and he's got a drawer full of like Penthouse, Hustler. I mean, you name it.
The priest.
And there were like hardcore ones in there too. Yeah, the priest.
Good place to see your first porno.
And then he starts taking out devices, like vibrate things with like batteries and wires. I had no idea what this stuff was.
No wonder you're a homo.
Goodness.
Now we understand. All right, hey, everyone apologizes. Yeah, hey, you never told me this before.
You were turned out by a priest.
It never came up before.
So you mean all of a sudden the guy whips out a bunch of dildos and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that's what, there were like hand massages and stuff that, I mean, I didn't get into it with them, so. Yeah.
Well, what did you do, sit and watch?
Well, no.
What's this hand massager for? Yeah, so he brings out all the hand massagers in the junk, yeah?
Yeah, and you know, I just really started getting uncomfortable. I mean, I you know, all this stuff was being thrust at me, and I wasn't even into that kind of stuff at that age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody knows what that is.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. So then some, I don't know what went on in between, but then it comes time to go to bed, and I go to his bedroom. He's got this bed that's like something out of a movie. It takes up the whole entire room. It's this big, huge 4-post bed, and so he says, you can either sleep in the bed with me and this other guy. There's plenty of room. Come on in. Or you could sleep on the floor. And I was like, well, you know, I think I'll take the floor. Because I really, you know, I was getting the vibe at that point.
So the other guy obviously had been there before.
Well, the other guy was in for a party.
Yeah. Did they make a lot of noise in the bed and everything?
Yeah. That's what it's like. All right, so I go to sleep on the floor, and I'm like, this bed is like way up high. I couldn't even see what was going on. I'm on the other side of the room. And, you know, within like 15 minutes of trying to go to sleep or something, I start hearing, ugh.
Oh,
my.
Yeah. At the bed squeaking like, oh, Jesus.
I thought he was praying.
Hey, Jackie Puppet's really sad for you. He wants to apologize. He wants to say something to you, Ralph.
Okay.
I'm sorry, faggot.
Oh, man.
You didn't know that you were with a big silly man wearing purple satin, but something would go wrong.
Anyway, thank you, Ralph. So what happened? Nothing? Did the kid ever say anything to you? Like something went on?
No, you know, it was so uncomfortable that I just ignored all references to it, and I never did anything.
How did this priest know to pick Ralph and not some blabbermouth?
Because Ralph sends off vibes.
I see.
His gaydar went off.
He's dead. All right, thanks, man.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Ralph dealing with his own pain. There's a lot more to that story.
Because there's a portion there where he says, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, I blanked out.
Yeah.
It was this big
I think maybe
your bed.
Yeah, and I ended up on the floor. I just tried
I
to
know
go-
he started taking out devices, and I don't remember what happened next.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I mean, the priest takes out devices, and you're looking at magazines, like, what happened next?
Wait a second. Maybe it was me in the bed.
Yeah.
And then he says, and then it was time to go to bed, and I don't know what happened between the devices coming out of the drawer
Yeah.
and going to bed.
Yeah, how does the priest whip out the devices, and then, like, suddenly they're not there anymore? Yeah, I'd like to fill in those holes tomorrow.
When we
Yeah.
have him here, and he can't get away.
I don't know. The only thing I can remember is the priest took out some magazines and hustler and stuff, and then he took out some massage oils and vibrators, and then then everyone had to get to bed.
He says, I don't know what happened after that,
Yeah.
but then it was time to go to bed.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's like Nixon's missing 18 minutes, you know.
Yeah, what happened in that
You know,
space of time?
nothing really happened.
You conked me over the head with a chalice.
All I know is when I woke up, I was full.
And just ask yourself a question. If you were sitting there,
Right.
you're supposed to be going on a fishing trip,
Yeah.
and a priest starts doing this stuff,
Yeah.
what would you do?
I get the hell out of the room.
There's enough fishing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand, Ralph. I mean, unless you want to take this up tomorrow, what the hell happened? I mean, all of a sudden the priest is showing you.
Take it up tomorrow.
Yeah, he's showing you. Yeah, give you some time to think of an alibi. I don't understand. Like he took out vibrators and everything, and then like what happens? All of a sudden you getting ready from
I
bed?
don't know. Maybe we had something to eat.
How could you forget?
Did he watch you get naked?
It was traumatic, Robin. You know how like Oprah tries to forget what happened with her family.
And then you want to go to a hypnotist and sort of like open that up. You could have a good lawsuit against this guy. Yeah.
I have a question too. The next day when you guys went fishing, did you go like off a dock with a lot of people, or was it like a private sort of
camping trip?
We drove down to like a friend of his, and we went out on a boat.
So did the homo activity
double date?
The homo activity stopped the next day? Like with all this weird stuff going on, the next day it just stopped?
Yeah. Oh no, because it was at nighttime, and I failed out of it as soon as we got home.
Yeah, sure you did.
Tell us anything.
It did. This story's got a lot of holes to be punched into it.
I mean, why? You didn't even tell your mother?
No, how could I tell my mother?
Very easily.
Mom, the priest showed me some porno and vibrators. I mean, what happened? Did your mom send you off on more trips with the guys?
My mom had her own problems at the time. No, I just kind of like said, no, I don't want to go, or if something came up, I just wasn't into it.
Did he
I didn't make myself available.
That gorilla even said.
What happened when you undressed for the night? I mean, was he there with you?
Well, he helped me undress.
Oh.
No, nothing happened.
Come here, PD. Level for him.
Like how a gorilla?
Yeah, we just like took our panties and all.
You were the chosen one.
Thank you, Father, for our sin.
Put me up on a giant cross naked.
So you still know the other guy?
No, I mean, I don't know what happened.
You ought to get in touch with him.
Suicide.
I could give you his name.
No, don't give me his name.
Like, gorilla was even saying, like, why would the priest even give Ralph the option of sleeping on the bed if it's this huge bed?
Yeah.
Why would he say, okay, this is where you and I and Joe will sleep in the bed?
I'm going to sleep on the floor.
It was either that or wear the leather mask.
So I have to keep this red ball in my mouth all night?
And you kept your mouth shut while all this moaning and groaning is going on?
Right, Robin, listen to me. This is going on in a big...
I'm not interested.
Why would the priest let him sleep on the floor?
Right.
He's supposed to be...
No, please.
Wouldn't you be scared to death of exposure if the other kid wouldn't go along?
He was in there.
There's a lot of use in that bed.
Seems to me to be a problem.
Could be.
They were fighting for which boy.
Here's a bread on a priest sandwich.
All right, let's take a break. Hey, Ralph claims he wasn't in the bed.
We believe him.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern is as American as apple pie, served by a lesbian waitress.
Pat Cooper, the world's angriest man.
Howard, I am a genius of myself. I'm your biggest fan. Not allow you or anyone to take my dignity or my pride away. I know. My father couldn't do it, and not sir. You are a stranger next to my mother. Father can't do it. And I'm sick of this crap because you know something?
What?
You gotta be in a company. Don't put me in B company.
The Howard Stern Show, where the stars always shine. Yeah, don't need it. Yes, the savage. I don't have to play. Don't even have a watch it.
This morning I saw the high heels that Ralph's going to wear. He's going out as a woman tonight.
Oh, does he have his outfit?
He doesn't have the whole outfit, but I saw his shoes. They're really pretty. They don't show his feet enough, though.
When is that happening?
I think tonight. They're going out and shooting.
And Fabian's going to come in?
Yeah, tomorrow morning we're going to have all that. We'll have the tape of it and everything.
Oh, wonderful.
Ralph lost the Super Bowl bet, so he gets to dress up in panties and mini dress. And hey, Ralph, come in and show Robin your high heels. They're very pretty.
What size shoe does he wear? These
I don't know.
gigantic high heels?
Not that big. He's going to be the biggest, ugliest girl.
Ralph, a dainty girl.
Show your booties. Your girl boots. They're manly. Let's see. Aren't those precious?
Oh, aren't they cute? Ooh, and that's about a 5-inch heel.
Look at this. Yeah. Did you go with Fabian to buy those?
Yeah.
Fabian's this guy who cuts my hair, and he's a transsexual or a transvestite.
No.
What is it?
He just does shows. I mean, he doesn't walk around like that during life.
He doesn't?
He's a transvestite.
No, he's there's so many classifications.
See, Ralph's really getting into it.
Yeah, I'm finding out everything.
Well, if Fabian's here, he'll tell us what he is.
All right, because the transvestite just dresses up in women's clothing.
Yeah, if you say to this guy, Fabian, you're transvestite, he'll be like, darling, what are you talking about? You don't know? I don't dress up. I dress up only for work. That's it.
There's queens, there's trannies, there's transvestites, there's transsexuals. There's
Ralph getting sucked into the whole world. Yeah, what exactly are you?
I'm some poor idiot who lost a bet.
Have they figured out your classification?
Homo.
No, but
Dominic called me the other night. He goes, I feel really bad about the bet. I go, why? Why are you having bad feelings? Because Ralph was raped when he was a young boy by a priest. I go, Dominic, what are you talking about? And he was dead serious. He goes, you heard his story. I go, he said he went into a room with a priest. The priest got in bed with another boy, and he slept on the floor. He goes, I says, that's a little bit for a minute, don't you know? That's denial.
You mean there was no other boy?
Yeah. That was the boy in the bed.
There was no denial. I would have remembered that.
What do you even said you're having some memories that aren't too clear? About a camera or something?
No.
What? What did you tell me back in the office?
A cap? No, I was joking when I said
I see.
That priest used to always like, he was like hissy, like not me, but he was always like hugging like kids and stuff. I mean, it was.
Did he hug you, Ralph? Tell the truth.
Maybe I don't remember.
He hugged old boy.
See, all of a sudden, he doesn't want to remember.
Yeah, he's like pushing this out of his mind.
It's like if a parent hugs you, it's like okay,
I don't understand something.
But after that, I never let the guy go near me.
Your mom said you needed a male role model because your dad left you at an early age.
This guy was a counselor. He was a priest.
Right.
But he
decided to take you on a camping trip.
He also served as a counselor, so I would go every once in a while and talk to him. My mother thought that I needed counseling.
It wasn't off of that. It's just what she chose. So she sent you to a priest.
Yeah.
A guy, women naive.
In his office.
Don't most women realize that most priests are gay?
No, I don't think
this was a small town. This was our parish. It was classic. I mean, it was.
You know how many guys study for the Jesuit priesthood and they're homos and they don't want to admit it to themselves, and then when they do, they leave the priesthood? A lot of them do that.
Some of the honorable ones.
The honorable ones do. I know a real honorable one who did that, but I'm not talking about that yet.
Dominic's on the phone.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Dominic.
I really do feel bad. I know you think I'm joking.
You think Ralph was raped?
Well,
Dominic, what do you think happened?
Well, you may be in denial because you even said you didn't remember how it ended.
No,
because you can't even remember. So okay.
You don't remember how you got to that room.
So your mom sends you over to the priest. He decides to take you on a camping trip because you're so screwy. And your mom goes, yeah, sure, just take him for a couple of nights. The next thing you know, you're not even on a camping trip. You're in the priest's bedroom.
It was late. We were going to get an early start.
Yeah, like he couldn't get an early start. He couldn't pick Ralph up.
Up at the house.
Yeah, you had to sleep over.
Well, hey,
is your mother naive or what?
But he had the form.
Isn't she? Hey, sorry, dude, but your mom is naive. I want to get an early start. So
all the kids see this behavior, the parents don't.
If an adult asks my daughter to sleep over because they have to get an early start, I don't care if they're a teacher or what they are. Wait, just because they're a teacher, they're not perverted?
Your kids ever go on sleepovers?
Yeah, with other little kids.
Well, so there's another little kid there.
But your priest is making no sense. He has to have an early start.
Well, hey.
I mean, how far did you live?
About
2 minutes. 2 minutes. I mean, he could have picked you up. What do you mean early start?
He wanted to get an early start on minute.
Nice big, yeah, right.
That's right. The night before.
Let's start now.
But in fairness, his mother, that was a time where people weren't as aware.
Yeah.
But all 4 characteristics are there for sexual abuse. 1, man of authority.
Right.
2, secrecy.
Yeah.
3, reward. And 4, enticement. And the enticement was, remember, he even showed him the dirty book.
Right.
Right.
Where's secrecy?
The secrecy is he tells you not to tell anyone.
No, he didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah, he told you, go tell the world I'm showing you the dirty book.
No, he didn't.
No, he told you.
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
Well, it was a long time ago.
Right.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of other things.
Come on, when a priest does stuff like this, you remember.
Yeah.
No, you try and block it out. You don't want to remember
What
it.
are you blocking out?
He's blocking out the whole story that he's blocking out.
The whole incident.
We can't figure out. All we know is he ended up on the floor, but we don't know what happened after that.
I don't sit and savor it like it was a magic moment.
What he was wearing on the floor.
Ralph,
what I'm wearing.
Let me take you through this again. Let me take you through this.
First of all, you do block out what happened, and that's how a child's body is able to handle it. They become dysfunctional. The only way we can do it if we hypnotize them back. Now, I was thinking of forgiving the bet, but I can't. I just can't.
Yeah, you got to go through it anyway.
What I will do in the alternative is not insult or tease him for an entire year.
Oh, really?
Yep. And he can say all the fat jokes.
Dominic, let me be serious for a second. Dominic, let me be serious for a second. Are you saying to me, and don't do this for the radio,
right.
Do you think Ralph was molested and abused by this priest?
Yes. And I'm being very serious. And I also think that and I really, now I regret the things I said. I feel like Jackie apologizing to his wife.
I mean, when you called Ralph a homo and stuff.
I feel bad.
Because you feel the priest turned him into a homo.
No.
Dominic, can we sue the priest?
Well, if you'll go to hypnosis and we'll try to do a recapture of the memories, the first time we discover it, there's a lot of changes in statute of limitations. You know, I have the largest verdict in this area, but what I would like to do is try it.
How much money? Let me get this straight, Dominic. Are you being serious? If Ralph gets hypnotized and they find out that he was molested?
Well,
I thought they're molested.
There's different.
Calm down.
Calm down, man. You had a horrible experience. How much money did you get from that person?
Well, there's difference. You know, first we have to see if we can fall within the statute and where it occurred, because I think it's interesting, because I was thinking about it. Didn't it happen in New Jersey?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, as the better state, we have a longer statute than New York, I think. New York, there's a 10-year limit. There's changes in the legislature. He may have to be hypnotized to come back to realize it. You see, when the child is abused, the child is only a little person, and at that moment, that person blocks the memory by regressing over it. So if we regress...
So when Ralph was raped, he could have blocked the whole thing out.
Wasn't raped.
He may not have been raped, but he certainly...
He might have been fondled.
Yeah, he might have been diddled with.
Right.
Ralph, you don't even know. Wait a second. Let me get this straight. So you go into the priest's room. All right, let's review, okay? Just make sure we're not all talking about
Ralph was going on a fishing trip.
What is it, Jack? Jackie has a
Some
question.
kind of selection process. If the priest had 2 boys in there, at some point there had to be a determination. This one will go in the bed with me, and this one will go on the floor.
Well, let me back up. Let me go back.
I think the one who was there with him already had done something with him before.
Why do you say that?
Because he just hopped into bed with him, and I don't know, he had been around. I know that he had.
Remember?
I know that
he only remembers the other boy's experience.
Yeah, the other boy is Ralph, you know.
No, but
that's what he did. He might have
I
another
swear to
boy.
God, I would remember if I could.
Don't be embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I would admit it.
Maybe you don't know. You might not know.
And that's the typical...
I would know if I went into that bed or not.
No, you wouldn't. And Ralph, that's a typical trick, to take one boy who's been abused and then let you think that that's a normal process.
That's right.
Right.
Showing them
hey, it's no big deal to hop in.
Hey, you might have been so freaked out by what happened to you that night that you blocked it out.
Yeah, the priest was just softening you up.
And the magazines titillate you, but you don't know why you're being excited.
I wasn't. They didn't titillate me.
Well, that's what he's hoping.
He was Ralph's counselor. He had already had Ralph in his clutches.
Right.
Pouring out his heart.
And it's obvious Ralph's very feminine.
And he could tell that Ralph was vulnerable.
I was very manly.
And look at the profession you chose. You can blow my hair out.
You're a hairdresser.
Yeah. I mean, glorified hairdresser.
I didn't choose it, just kind of happened.
Well,
I was serving.
Why do you think it went that way?
the same thing with the priest. You just fell into it.
Yeah.
Person of authority.
Control him.
So you're saying you feel so bad for Ralph that you really genuinely believe he was molested as a child?
I think is a good possibility, and I'm sorry I said the things I said all the time.
Yeah, aren't you ashamed of yourself?
I'm not sorry you said it.
You enjoyed them.
Yeah, I'll still say them. So, all right, let me get this straight.
Hey, I don't think you feel bad.
Let's get the story straight.
I said I don't think you feel bad, but I think you're.
That's not true. I do feel bad.
I can tell.
Dominic, don't.
No, he told me on the phone the other night he felt really bad, and I thought he was joking at first. And I'm telling you, this is exactly how he was.
Dominic, does that mean I don't have to get dressed up tonight?
No. I thought about that, and I discussed it last night with Super Agent Tom Buckwell, and I can't let you out of the bed. It's just too much of the public wants.
No, Dominic, I'm into it.
Man, he's getting into it. He feels pretty.
You should see these heels I got. I went for the big one.
You should go down to a monastery and parade around like that. So wait a second, Ralph. Let me give me this straight.
Go over the story again.
Let me get this straight. So you're over there that night,
right?
And the priest says to you and your little buddy, it's just you and your friend, right? It's just two guys.
Well, okay. Whenever I got dropped off, it was late. I don't know what time.
Right.
And then I went into the rectory and into his office. The rectory. And then I went into his office.
Right.
And the other guy was already there.
Right.
And he was like hanging around. And I don't know if they were already looking at magazines or what, but at some point, a drawer opened up.
How weird is that when your priest is showing you naked magazines?
Really makes
By the way, that's a defense mechanism. You called him another guy. He's actually not a child.
Right. So he's trying to make it like an adult.
Yeah, to me, he was like 2 years.
Why is that a defense mechanism?
Well, because he wants to try to make it an adult situation when it's really a child situation.
Right. Go ahead. Dominic knows a lot about this stuff, Ralph. Open yourself up to.
I'm starting to buy it.
I'm trying to think. Dominic was raped.
I don't know.
All right.
I see how Dominic was raped. Lawyer. Dominic was in on it.
Wait a minute. Dominic just admitted. What?
Remember, I always tell a story. My mother wouldn't let me have grating cheese on my pot.
Oh, please.
No, I thought it was when you were raped with a meatball zero. That's why you eat so much. What? Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
All right. Anyway, so, Ralph, you're in the rectory. You walk in, and to your best of your recollection, you say they were already probably looking at some nudie magazines, and the drawer popped open, and there were more girly, but it was girl magazines, right? It was naked girls.
Yeah. It wasn't like homo mags.
Okay. And you're looking at them, and like, you know how weird that is when the priest...
The priest is doing that. He's no better than that. Yeah. That's not supposed to be right.
No, they're sitting in his office.
No,
and where's the priest sitting? Behind the desk?
Yeah, that's right.
And where are you guys
Is
sitting?
he looking at the magazines, or is he looking over your shoulder?
The kid on his lap.
No, he was like, I think he was kind of like at his desk, and the other kid was like in a chair somewhere. It was kind of like an office in the rectory, and he was at his desk, and he opened up the drawer, and there was these magazines in it, and we...
Yeah, go ahead. Come on, man, dude. Don't be a baby. Don't be embarrassed.
I'm laughing to talk about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
The other kid was over sitting in a chair, and then I came in. I don't know. We sat down. We started talking or something, and I heard at some point. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they were already looking at him or he pulled them out. He's like, "Here."
But where were you sitting? Were you sitting next to the priest?
I don't know.
Opposed to where you were.
I don't know exactly.
But you were sitting near each other?
Judge Ringo, I did not read.
No, come on.
Did
Rob,
he
work
touch
with me.
you in any way?
No, he didn't touch me.
No, I'm just saying, did he rub your back or something? He's like, here, young man.
Yeah, Ralph obviously can't remember a lot about this night.
Yeah.
But would you like to know why the priest shows the magazines? Because and this is done in studies, it excites the pedophile to think that he is turning a heterosexual child into a homosexual child, because in his mind, he's in denial that he's really a pedophile and a homosexual.
All right, why don't we take a break, and then we'll be right back.
Daddy was on that 20 very far away from home, and I always did.
We'll be right back.
All right, yes, still did. Still. What you? Go ahead. Singing I take. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't say. Go in with it, and get jobs for the belly up and out. You're all right stuff and about it. Yes, well, you're in a stop of it. Stop food. I have to know you are. That way, if you might catch up a kill, hot boy did it. The boat sheet of your life. Well, remember, we made it right. We are in. You may know who you are. Don't know who you are. I'm going to see you. Overnight, good morning. John, bless you.
What is it, John?
Let him die. Got a guy at the phone who also, knows Ralph, who knows that the same fashion is. And, and he has some stories, too, about this guy, the same priest. And
Who is it?
Well, don't give the guy. Maybe the guy doesn't want his name on the air. Ralph, maybe the guy doesn't. Go ahead, John. Thanks. Let me see this. Hey, Dib.
Yeah, Howard, it's true, man.
Is it really?
Yeah, I know Ralph.
Who is this? Just use your first name.
What's your first name?
Well, I don't want to identify the church. I don't want to identify the church. And just give me your first name.
Pat.
All right, Pat. You know Pat?
Is your last name begin?
No, wait.
Does your last name begin with a D?
No. I know you. I know your sister.
Huh?
But anyway.
All right, so what happened to you?
Well,
what is the priest's first name?
I don't want to identify.
What does his last name begin with?
H.
Okay, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Wow. Dominic's licking his chops. He's smelling a big case. Are you eating or are you wowing to the case?
Wait a minute. Will you put that? I want to know who this is, Pat. Put the second helping down.
That's the first time I ever heard Dominic say, put the second helping down. I think he smells the case. Anyway, so what happened to you?
Well, nothing really directly with me, but friends of mine verified. I mean, we talked about it on the playground. We were playing during recess, and someone mentioned something about him, and like 4 of us were like, yeah, that happened to me too.
When he showed you pictures?
Yeah, he had magazines, and he had 8mm porno movies.
I never got the film show.
I never saw them, but a friend said they were in this drawer in his in the rectory room.
Yeah, but I guess that was the big drawer. Now he also pulled out like some kind of mechanisms or something. I don't know what they did or what.
Vibrators? It's funny. It's hard to remember this.
Ralph, you said that more than once, that there were mechanisms.
Right, yeah.
And yet you can't identify them because those are the things.
Because I didn't know what they... No, because...
You're blocking because you were used on him.
If somebody showed you a vibrator at 5 years old, would you know what it was?
Today I would.
Not unless it fit on a hero. But wait a minute. Let me say one more thing. Let me just say another thing. You know what?
Ralph came in so fast, the priest didn't need the movie on him. Until I get up here. I think Ralph was easy.
He didn't take long to look at the device.
Well, the two tracks.
Pat, were you a migrator or like...
No.
How much older?
An adult chooses a child.
Yeah.
What he's really doing is choosing his life over that child's life. And pedophiles do know how to pick vulnerable children. They are experts at it.
Wouldn't you pick Ralph if you...
Well, Ralph's a naive adult, so...
Ralph had a matriarchal family, and he had women around him.
No, that has nothing to do with it, guy.
Well, he might choose other people also, the priest.
This guy chose a lot of people.
Wow. I think
there's a potpourri. But Ralph was an easy mark, is what Dominic's saying, because the mom was looking for a role model for Ralph, so that's why Ralph got to sleep over.
The truth is, everybody trusted this priest. I mean, parents, everybody.
Yeah, of course, because he's the priest. But meanwhile, he's just some dude. Yeah, but I don't know people get caught up in this religion.
All it is a title. They don't know who
he was. A guy in a monkey suit.
The priest comes into town, he automatically gets trust.
Yeah, right.
He was like the head guy. He was like above everyone. He was like higher than the principal.
All right, so wait a second. Let me get something straight. So let's go back to that night. So then you're not all priests.
90%.
Now, Pat, were the other stories that you heard, were they just like the same, like he like whipped out the magazines, or was there like some kind of fiddling around with these other guys?
Well, I think he knew I wasn't receptive to it, so I really didn't.
What did he do to you? Like,
nothing personally, but...
He just showed you the magazine.
But you said you weren't receptive.
I slept over one night.
Yeah, what happened there?
Were you in the bed with him?
Yeah.
Were you really?
I mean, I was innocent. I didn't know what...
Yeah, right. No, take it easy. No one's calling you a homo.
Nobody's accusing you of anything.
Wasn't that bed like gigantic?
I know it has nothing to do with being a homo. That's what I'm telling you. But these guys think that's what... Listen, you're saying so you ended up in the bed with the guy?
Yeah. With another friend.
No kidding.
And again, look at the word Ralph uses. Fiddle around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very defensive word again. Like, you know what? He didn't really harm.
Well, I didn't want to say did he Dominic.
No. You'd say did he abuse you? Because that's where he acted.
Wait a second. Excuse me. Stop, everybody. This bed sounded more and more like Disneyland.
No, it's
So you get into the bed with the guy, so he starts trying some stuff on you?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No. He didn't. But he did stuff to the other kids, though the kid has done it many times.
I see.
Again.
Nothing, like, he kissed the kid, and I was like, oh, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, right.
On the mouth?
Yeah.
Did you tell it that you were afraid, right?
I was like horrified. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was like, it was horrifying because it's like, and then I had to spend the night there and then go somewhere with the next day. I just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like, why are you coming home? My mom, why are you coming home? I didn't want to have to tell her like,
I would have run.
Father.
Guess what, Mom?
Father homos.
Yeah, right.
How old was the kitty kiss?
How old was the kitty kiss?
7th grade.
An older. That's okay. That's a big deal.
It's interesting that he always did the same thing. He liked to be watched, too.
Yeah.
So he'd bring another kid to watch and then have his sleeping partner.
Well, he was pretty brazen.
Yeah. That was like he wanted to get caught.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You kids were...
Who was the other kid he was kissing? What's his first name?
No, I don't do that.
Stop, Ralph.
Ralph, what do you gossip?
Ralph's like, I'm just curious if it was the same guy. He was
The point I'm making is that Ralph is not lying.
No, I didn't think Ralph was lying. I think there's more that went on with Ralph and this priest that he knows about.
Well, not necessarily, because the guy, he knew who he could take advantage of.
Yeah, but do you see how you remember everything?
I don't. I really don't remember everything.
Uh-oh. Maybe you hadn't.
Hey, Dominic, there's a big case here.
Well, Robin, you said a moment ago that you would run, but if an older male abused you when you were a child and you had no one to tell it and you couldn't tell it, say, your mother, because she wouldn't be able emotionally to handle it, you wouldn't know what to say. You think
Robin knows all about it. Read a book.
But this is the priest. This is a guy down the street. You got a mother.
Yeah, don't be so hard. You'll read her book. You're going to be opening yourself up to a lot of questions lately, too, you know. You think you're going to be on the hot seat in a couple of weeks.
You'll be under hypnosis.
I don't need any hypnosis.
We're going to be asking you the same question.
I remember any device.
Robin, that laugh is a defense.
There you go.
You're absolutely right, Dominic.
I know.
Just crying inside.
I had an older man that took him on his bed when he was 16 or 15 from.
That's true. We're all victims.
Who did?
You.
In the circle, it's in your book. Some guy comes over and wants to show.
I wasn't 16 or 15, you nitwit. I might have been about 7.
They were dating.
You dummy. You know what? Go eat a hot dog.
Now with dummy, huh?
You know what, man? I see a dog full of blood, I run. I see a priest showing nude pictures to another kid, I run. That's it.
Hey, you know what? That anger is a good defense mechanism, too, isn't it, Dominic?
Right? That's why you know what? I'm just angry nobody ever showed me any naked pictures.
You know what? I was just uncomfortable. I didn't feel threatened, and he wasn't coming on to me. It wasn't like he was rubbing me and saying, look at these pictures.
Yeah, but I thought you would mean the other day you didn't remember.
He was just being like one of the guys that thought.
You hopped out of the bed. You hopped out of the bed.
I didn't. I wasn't in
the devices came out, and Ralph doesn't remember what happened, and then
he was in the other room. He was just like proudly displaying them. He wasn't saying like this is what you do with it, and he wasn't demonstrating. He was just
dude.
Oh, I got this stuff.
Hold on. Let me say something, Ralph. Yeah, right, sure, right. Let me tell you something, Ralph.
You have not been raised in Catholicism, so you don't understand the power.
Oh, I was half Catholic. Be quiet. Let me tell you something. I understand the power. I don't understand the power of anything.
No, I didn't say.
Oh, okay. I don't understand the power of authority for you. Oh, shut up. He's the authority on everything. Mr. Law degree. Now he's a psychiatrist.
That the entire community stayed quiet. Not one person could.
Let me ask you. You know so much. How come you eat so much? Let me ask you something.
Yeah. What are you hiding from?
Yeah. What went on in your youth?
No, my wife.
What?
I won't talk about my personal.
Oh, no. What's probing everybody else's life?
Yeah. You know so much that I don't know about human nature. Well, why is it you've never sat down and analyzed why you eat so much?
That one is interesting. I've hit everyone on the table and we're all turning on me. Look at this.
Yeah. I'm going to hang up on you in a minute, and it'll be your biggest punishment.
You're not opening up.
Why did you open up? What happened to you and the priest?
Look at this.
Priest fed him. Yeah. A priest raped him with a hot dog.
Everything had to do with food. I gotta eat more. The priest made Dominic take 500.
My wife's I would just said you're 100% right.
He must have been abused on the kitchen table.
Did the priest make you eat 500 communion wafers?
I wasn't raised that way. But that is true, that the Catholicism gives that person a great deal of authority.
Fat people are usually victims of sex abuse?
No.
Oh, come on. You know that. They're hiding.
Body image.
That's right.
Out of control.
Most women who are overweight have had some problem.
Yeah, but I'm not a woman.
Well, try and find your penis.
You have to be happy to defend myself. It's very interesting.
Yeah, Ralph, let me just understand something. You saw the vibrators and stuff, or devices. You saw the magazines. The period between after you seeing the magazines and then somehow the kid ends up in bed is blank to you.
No, it's not that it's blank, but nothing of
Did you
note
change clothing in front of the priest? How did you get your jammies?
I don't remember, Your Honor.
Let me ask a question on
He doesn't remember the evening.
If the situation was so intimidating, at what point do you tell the priest, no, I'm not getting to bed with you two? If it was that huge a bed and that
Oh, I'll tell you how it went.
Look, how he wasn't on the phone.
After the devices, he said, let's all change into our pajamas and wash up. Ralph's there naked. Pictures were taken.
Oh, pictures?
Ralph was probably in the bed nude.
There were no
pictures. There was probably abuse. And then Ralph, after the guilt of the abuse and after his orgasm, he said, I'm getting back onto the floor.
You know, you're a dick.
And then he lifted up, and then they had another session. And the only thing he remembers is getting out of the bed.
There was no fishing, was there?
Yeah. No time for fishing.
Fishing for Ralph.
Fishing for me.
Fishing for Ralph's worm.
Fishing for trouser trout.
You know, Ralph, you ruined the bet for me.
Now you're going to beat up Ralph for being an abused child?
Looking forward.
Come on. All right. Anyway.
Oh, come on.
Dominic, thank you so much. And tomorrow is the big... And, sir, thank you for calling in and corroborating Ralph's story.
Wow, Ralph.
Let me see your heels that you're wearing tomorrow.
Wow, what? Nothing?
Those heels don't show your pretty feet, Ralph.
I don't think my feet are that pretty.
Let me see your feet.
Why do you wear open-toe shoes?
Yeah, little toe cleavers.
And paint your nails nice and red.
Fabian really sold me on these.
Dude, those are cute. You're going to look really young.
Now, wait a second.
By the way, I'm not like Dominic. I don't feel bad for you at all.
Oh, I don't need it. Listen, there's this guy at the store who had a similar, he was like trying, this shop that we went to get this other shop. That's all, they sell the transsexuals or whatever. And so there's some guy in there, and he's trying to pair on, but this guy looked like Dan Haggerty. I mean, he was full facial hair, and he's like strutting around in
those things?
Yeah, and he wasn't, he didn't lose a bet, obviously,
He was there for enjoyment.
He also wasn't dressing up like a girl, he was a man. And, I don't know.
It's a weird scene.
The shoes, huh?
Did we get that on tape? Did you trying on different boots and stuff?
No, you know why? Because I didn't know I'd have to get them yesterday. Because Fabian said, you have to get them today and walk around with them for a little while.
No. Just get everything on tape, will you?
Even your rehearsals of walking.
The things.
No. I haven't walked around in them.
Did you buy a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Did you go with Fabian to buy the shoes?
Yes.
Get it on tape.
Right.
You don't know what you're doing.
Right.
You're shave for your.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to. There's too much hair on your face.
I'll do that on camera.
All right. Well, tomorrow we'll find out how it was when you dressed up in panties.
Maybe this will bring back memories.
And he's gonna tunnel bunny and do a lot of other things.
For the record, I know nothing
Ralph
else happened with the
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for the record, you don't remember
the
what
rectory.
happened.
For the rectum.
Thank you. So you're going out tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Late tonight.
And he's gonna go to some, transsexual clubs and parties.
Maybe.
He's going to get into the whole life.
Oh yeah, he's gonna experience gay lifestyle.
I'll have to see how much I have to drink.
What are you wearing for a dress?
I'm going to try a bunch of different outfits. I didn't really want to,
You don't want to spoil the fun.
Right. I want to save that for later.
Do you think there's any chance that Ralph goes over to that side and never comes back?
It's possible. Anything could
It's
happen.
possible that he never lets go of that outfit and those pair of shoes.
You're feeling shaky about it? I mean, you're going to have to go out and,
The
ask guys for sexual...
The only thing I don't think I'm shaking about is it's really uncomfortable. Like these boots are like really hard to walk in, almost impossible.
Really? Let's see, put them on.
Yeah, let's see you walk around. Do your thing. Strut your stuff.
He's going to dress up like a girl tonight and go out and ask guys if they need sex.
But he's going to clubs too.
Now, should I just stand there and wait for them to approach me? I mean, I'm not real.
No, you should go up and make.
Oh, you're in. What is that you're putting on? What are those, man?
Little hose.
Are those hose?
Yeah.
Oh, you idiots. You are a little homo, man. Why do you have to wear fishnets? Is that what Fabian told you to wear?
Hey, yeah.
And he knows his stuff. I'll give him out.
All the girls are wearing.
You're like, you look.
What happened when this guy Fabian, who cuts my hair and is also dressing Ralph up?
Yeah.
Ralph called him up and said, "Oh man, I lost a bet, and I got to dress up like a girl." And what did he say to you?
Darling, you won.
And he's not a transvestite.
No. And then we're going to get these shoes yesterday, and he's like,
he grabs my arm. He goes, this is great. He goes, I never went shoe shopping with a heterosexual or some of the straight guy.
Tell him he still has it.
I said to him, well, that's in question.
Yeah, all right. You seem to be enjoying this a little too much. I'm just trying to put a good face on it.
You think?
I think so. Let me see. Where's your booties? How long does it take you to get into your boots? I'm in Russia a little bit. I'm doing a show. All right, hurry up.
You know,
I might take a
Ralph's
break.
always stretching that air time.
Like a woman. Yeah. It takes forever to get dressed. They're all sitting and waiting. Let's see how pretty your feet look
He'll have
now.
more sympathy for his dates now.
Come on, man. Get your piece on, man.
See what girls go through.
Rick doesn't complain like that.
Robert, those are actually kind of nice boots.
I was going to say, maybe I'll keep him after Ralph if he'll let him go.
I doubt it.
So, these are in my wardrobe.
You look so pretty. All right, let me see you walking them.
Want to lick my heels?
Don't tie them all the way up. Just leave stand up.
Well, you have to, or you
can't. Dude, you're not going to walk.
Oh, he needs the ankle support.
Yeah. Where's it?
Walk around. Let me see.
Ooh, makes your calves look pretty.
It looks
Maybe you should walk down the hall, Howard, and have Ganji get
You gonna shave your legs, dude? You gotta shave your legs.
I like the way it lifts your ass.
You look nice.
So walk a little bit, Ralph.
You look pretty.
Put a book on your head. Like, oh. He was trying to tell me how to walk. Like, you have to.
Open the business back there.
Nipple towards that.
Are you going to shave your legs? You got hairy legs.
No, I'm just gonna wear hose.
Oh.
You can see that hair.
He's a fella.
Hold on.
He's a fella. Like boy. Likes priest. You want to date, Jackie?
All right, let's take a break and we'll be back.
No, he's not going to make it out of
Tomorrow should be fun as we learn about the story and what happened.
Yeah,
We'll be
what
back.
happened to Ralph at night on the town?
We'll be back right after these words.
Hi, this is Rodney Dangerfield. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. A guy who has a smaller penis than I do. In fact, when he gets dressed, the Fruitaloom guys start giggling.
Hello, I'm Jan Michael Vincent. Now I hear there's a new kid in the block. There's Howard Stern. Is he tall, dark, handsome? What's that you say? He's a crossbreed. They could blood crate and Big Bird. I guess I'm not so threatened.
Yeah, you know what, Jim, why don't we do this to make it even easier? Why don't I just...
I'm only fine. I'm better.
What does it mean descriptive? Why don't you just identify yourself, hey, this is Jan Michael Vincent, and just tell us what you think of Howard. That's probably the best way.
Hi, this is Jan Michael Vincent. I heard there's a new kid in the block. It's Howard Stern. I'm one of his biggest fans. I actually paid money to go see him in his movie. It's like pulling fingernails out to get me into a theater, but I went and saw Howard. And he's great. I'm glad to be back here and talk to him.
Chuck and his beautiful girlfriend. The truck guy gave me all the names. Oh, yeah. What's Chuck's girlfriend's name?
You met her. I never did.
That's Gary. He sucks. He's the worst producer. You're the worst producer, Gary. Toothy.
How many times? Now I'm not even gonna...
I happen to know her name is Monica, so he's lucky.
But this goes on...
Chuck, look at you. You get more handsome every time I see you, Bastard. Oh, Monica, look at you. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Hi, Monica. How you doing? Let me soak in your girlfriend for a second. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man, what a life you're having. Wow. Chuck sent me a Christmas card.
Yeah.
And he's sitting under the tree with Monica. And I'm going, look at this bastard. From karate. I should have taken more karate.
A few kicks.
I went and did this judo when I was a kid. They took me to the judo school, and I was a big pussy. I backed out after one class.
They scared you.
You know how they scared me? I the Chinaman there was standing there, right? You learn from the Koreans, right?
Yes.
They're the craftiest, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they know exactly what they're doing, right, Chuck?
Yeah, they sure do.
You owe the Koreans, though, big time, right?
Yeah, but they owe me a lot too because I was the first Korean stylist to come back to the States and really promote the Korean style. And then when
That's true. You know,
everything
Yeah.
Chuck now.
Well, yeah, it's true. I mean, the Koreans would still be over there eating dogs and not having dojos here if it wasn't for Chuck. Chuck came over and popularized karate.
Well, they got my picture on all the walls of the Taekwondo schools over.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, because when I came back to the States in 1961 and started fighting, well, of course, I started winning a lot of tournaments, which exploited the Korean system.
Can you imagine, like, Chuck came back from the Army and just started, like, going into fights? I mean, you must have had nothing to live for, right, Chuck? I mean...
Nothing.
Nothing. Seriously. I mean, seriously. Can you imagine going into a ring and, just bashing each other's brains in?
Right.
I mean, that's what Chuck was doing.
Especially in those days because you wore no pads.
Yeah, I mean, you had
gloves and everything.
contact.
Beating each other's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was a lot of injuries there, and
Monica, that was before you were born, man. You can tell you something. Thanks, Howard. Almost. That's when Chuck was on the rise. Listen, that's what happened. That's what's supporting that nice lifestyle now that you're sharing with Chuck. All that karate and ass kicking. I love it, man. What a life you're leading. When I saw that Christmas card, I said, that's it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
The tree.
Yeah.
And Monica.
How about that? How about the dog too?
Screw the dog.
No, there was a
dog. I didn't even notice the dog. In fact, I think the dog was blocking my view of Monica. I can't believe it. Oh my God, what a life you have.
Well, you know what? The main reason we came down to see you, Howard, is we wanted you to be the first one to know.
Uh-oh. Are you singing now?
No, Al.
What is going on there, Chuck?
Well,
what is going on?
What happened?
What happened there?
Let me tell you what happened.
You know what happens? You get Monica worshiping you, you go crazy. No, I bet you could sing if you want to.
No, I got a tape in the mail from a kid in Oklahoma, and it said "Eyes of a Ranger," and I thought that's an interesting title. So I played the tape, and I said, this is what this song is what my series is all about.
Right.
So I called the network, and I said, look, I'd like to put this song into the series, with someone like Randy Travis or George Strait singing it.
Right.
And they said, well, we like it. How about you singing it? I said, oh, come on, give me a break.
Right. That's your thing.
What happened to the guys at the network?
Yeah. What network was that? CBS?
Yeah.
Was that Howard Stringer?
Yeah.
That was just smoking crackers.
But anyway, I went to the studio for like 10 hours.
Right.
Sang this damn song.
Now, how's it go?
Huh? You're not going to get me to sing, Howard. You're going to get me to sing.
Come on, you're a guy who took out all the now. What the hell is this song? I don't know this song. What is that?
Oh, it's a song about Eyes of a Ranger.
Really?
The eyes of a ranger up on you. I don't know the song.
I'm going to get...
I forgot the words.
Chuck,
I'm too nervous now.
Chuck, I'm going to get a copy of this song. I need to hear it. I'm telling you, man. It's
Is it going to be the theme song now?
Yeah, it is. Now, on the show, as it opens up, we play the theme song on the opening of the show now.
Monica, are you still as much in love with Chuck as you were when I last saw you?
Yes, of course.
Really?
She better be. She better be, because that's why I will tell you, Howard. We officially got engaged last week.
Oh, yeah.
No need to.
Sure you want to do that, Chuck?
5 years.
Wait a minute.
Well, you're the one that started this.
Really?
When we talked to you that other morning, a while back.
Pressure from our father?
Huh? No, pressure from you.
Oh, really? Monica, what's the story here? How did you get Chuck to agree to marriage? Because Chuck has had it with marriage. Chuck could be a bachelor. Chuck could certainly go out and have any woman he wants. As a man who, as early on as you were with Steve McQueen training him, the two of you must have been out on the town all the time, right?
A couple times.
Yeah, exactly. Chuck used to train all the Hollywood people.
Sure.
Steve McQueen wanted to learn karate.
Well, Steve was the guy who told him you ought to get in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, now look where Steve is. Yeah, right. So, have we gone up to the prenuptial agreement yet? You got to do it, Chuck. We might as well bring it up on the Monica. Has Chuck talked to you about a prenuptial agreement?
No.
He has not. It's a very difficult subject for Chuck to bring up, and he's asked me today. Bring it up to you.
That's why you're here.
No, I mean, listen, Chuck has amassed a fortune, as you know. Chuck has done millions of movies that have grossed hundreds of millions of dollars.
And it's not that he doesn't love you.
He loves you very much, but he's been burned before by women, and
He understands that marriage doesn't always work.
First of all, I'm taking a ballpark figure of your assets. I would say you're well worth over $50 million. Okay, you understand that, Monica? Even though Chuck will never admit that to you. Chuck is worth...
Or to the IRS either.
Right. But Chuck is worth a lot of money. His movies obviously made a fortune. His series, of course, Walker, Texas Ranger, which, by the way, airs on Saturday nights on CBS at 10. affords him a great lifestyle, as you have witnessed. Now, in all fairness, though, he has many commitments. This is karate endeavors. He has children, as you know, who have individual trust funds. There is charity work.
Alimony payment.
Alimony payment. Is that what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
You're kidding me. You still got to pay alimony?
Oh, yeah.
That's right, the prenup. What are you doing?
Didn't you just split 50-50 down the line?
No, 50-50 plus alimony.
Oh. 50, why plus?
And when does the alimony end?
I don't understand why plus.
Plus, that's the way it goes.
Chuck.
When does it end?
It's killing.
You want to know how much it is?
Yeah, I do. I want to know.
Drum roll.
$720,000 a year.
Eric, you want to get married?
You should have Monica sign those checks. That'll drive your wife nuts. Honey, is it time for me to sign that alimony check to your wife? Wait a second. You what?
I've been $120,000 a year.
You want to know why divorce costs so much money?
Why is she?
You want to know why divorce costs so much money?
Fine.
Because it's worth it. Holy Monica. Come on. I put Monica's pictures on the check. I tell you, I give it all away for a night.
After the settlement.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, the first Mrs. Norris got quite a hefty load of money.
Yeah.
Why $720,000 a year? At this point, the boys are raised, right? I mean, your kids are all raised.
Child support?
She's got a nice...
strictly alimony.
And I'm sure that the initial half
was very substantial.
Was substantial and throws off income. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely.
At this rate, she can't afford to get married, Chuck, with what you're paying her.
Right.
That's right, Robert.
Chuck likes this. Chuck, at what point does that stop, or is that going for the rest of your life?
For the rest of my life.
Wow. Did you agree to that because you were feeling guilty at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's guilt money.
So is your message to everyone out there, even though you're feeling guilty at the time,
hire a good lawyer.
Hire a good lawyer. You basically said, hey, I want to give you half, and you know what? Whatever I make from now on, I'll send you.
I hired a $5,000 lawyer.
Right.
I hired a $100,000 lawyer.
Wow. And you were like, hey, what do I care? I just want to go out and I'll...
Oh, yeah, I did. I really, truthfully, I wasn't really concerned about it.
Now you are.
Huh?
It's got to bother you now.
Nah.
Come on.
I tell you, truthfully, no. 'Cause money's not a big thing to me.
Really?
Nah.
Oh. Look at Jackie. Jackie just fell off his chair. Wow. Now listen, Monica, you're not walking off with the store like the first Mrs. Norris. You understand that? I mean, I'm going to say it for Chuck. Chuck is a gentleman that doesn't like to say these things. He loves you. You do love Monica.
Oh,
it's obvious.
yeah.
I see. And you don't spend 5 years, because you could basically go out on the town and just walk in. Chuck walks into a restaurant.
Well, he had a period there where, you were seeing him every other week with another beautiful
You were?
woman.
Is that true?
Well, yeah, Beverly Johnson.
Yeah, he was with everybody.
Beverly Johnson? No kidding. Hey, believe me, he didn't pay enough. For the fun you're having, he should have paid a lot more for that divorce. Unbelievable. So, Chuck, when are you going to bring up the prenup? You've got to have a prenup. There's just no two ways about it.
You actually think there's going to be a wedding?
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, I didn't think of that. This is going to be a wedding, is there?
Yeah.
You guys have set a date?
Yeah, we set a date. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, 2000 what?
No.
What year?
Next year, August 10th next...
August 10th next year?
96.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Monica, you're going to look great at that. Oh, man. I'm wild for her.
Yeah. She'll be legal by then, too.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be 19 by then?
Yeah.
No. Let's see.
Oh, yeah,
So you're 21 by now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Barely.
No.
The picture you signed for me.
Oh, you
me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right next to my damn picture.
Right.
Really, I swear, Robert. Howard's picture's right next to mine in the bedroom.
I wait a second, Chuck. How could you not have brought up the prenuptial? When were you planning to do that?
After me on your show.
At the altar.
I think I'd come on your show.
Monica, you're willing to sign, though, right? Aren't you? You are? What a perfect girl.
How do you think he has it structured?
All right, here's how I would structure. This is what I say from other celebrities that I've interviewed.
Okay.
Here's what happens.
This is the standard, is what you're going to say?
Standard. Okay. All right. See, because Chuck has to make sure as he gets older, if anything happens to him, he don't want you walking out the door with some young guy. In other words, let's say Chuck is in an accident. All of a sudden, you go, maybe we should start looking at a younger guy. I'll dump Chuck.
Man looks really good.
Right, yeah. I'll take 50% of his money. You see what he's got? You got to protect yourself from that. You say, hey, now I'm entitled to 50% of his money. I'll go take 50% of the money and I'll go off with some stud.
Yeah, be like Michael Landon's wife.
Right, like Michael Landon's wife. Did you read about that?
No.
Oh, for goodness sake. It's very upsetting. I'm not going to read it to you. So, Chuck's going to protect himself, obviously. All right? I don't think he would do that, by the way.
No.
I personally don't think that. Chuck, I know Monica.
Yeah.
I've had dinner with Monica.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
Monica is so good about it. She hardly ate anything while she was at my house. Saved me a lot of money.
And that's going to cost anybody anything.
That's right. And here's what I say. I say Monica gets in the prenup. If you should die or anything happens to you, you take care of Monica financially. She's entitled to the Chuck Norris fortune.
Right.
Not all of it, because it's got to be something for your kids.
That's a will. We're talking about a prenup.
No.
Here's the case.
No, she has to be assured so that she puts her time in with Chuck.
Oh, you're saying you get it all.
That there's a pot at the end of the rainbow.
I see. You get
But-
all of your set.
Monica can kill you in your sleep. That's right. That's true. There's an incentive there. So what you do is, you're in a tough line there, Chuck.
You're putting it on real by now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think she has the balls to kill you in your sleep. Because then that would be stupid, because if that ever comes out,
You don't have to sleep with one eye open now.
But if she kills you, then she can't enjoy the money. So,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
So I think she's with you. And plus, she likes you. She loves you, obviously.
Yeah, right.
All right. So it's worth keeping.
So what do you do with the prenup?
All right, here's what you do. So you make it worth her while. You do one of these deals where it's, I'll draw this up right now. You can sign it now if you want, Monica. I'll draw it up. I'm the lawyer.
Okay.
All right. I'm half Jewish, so I'm very crafty. Okay. All right, here we go. You ready? Now listen what you do. This is how you structure it. All right. Say to Monica like this, the following. Monica, you stay with me, and we have a nice life. Something goes wrong, you want to leave, there's a buyout. You get $1 million. That's it.
$1 million no matter how long.
That's right.
Because I understand that there's graduated fees and stuff.
Well, we can structure it that way. We can structure it the first, if you stay with Chuck 5 years and you leave, you get nothing. That's a little harsh. I would say 3 years. Because 3 years, she's worth $1 million. I say, right? Everybody like that? Everyone agree to that? Do you like it, Robin?
I think you're shortchanging her.
Well, you can do a whole new thing that I've structured. You just pay her $100 an hour for the rest of your marriage. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
So she's with me for 5 years. I give her $1 million.
That's right.
If she leaves me in 5 years.
Yeah, right. And then it just stays at $1 million. It's always $1 million.
No.
it.
Are there going to be children?
Yeah.
Oh, there are? Oh, that's different. All right. Now, for every child, you will set up a trust fund. But Monica's entitled to none of the money. And the trustee of that trust fund
you are
will
harsh.
answer to Chuck directly.
You are being very harsh.
Hey, Chuck's a catch. He's got the upper hand.
He is
Guy had Beverly Johnson.
giving Monica a lifestyle which she has become used to. You just can't turn her out.
Oh, that'll keep her motivated. You don't want to marry her.
Get the women here.
Wait a second. Chuck has to protect himself. You don't want to marry her and then all of a sudden she's not putting out sexuals. Right.
Now, Chuck has gotten bored before.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I won't get
Oh, yeah, we do have to protect Monica.
That's right.
I will not get bored with Monica.
Really, Monica? Oh, Jesus. How do you keep him interested?
No, she does. Jeez.
You ever wear 90s and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, for God.
Oh, yeah. She's a sexy woman.
Oh, yes, she is. You were an aerobics instructor, right, Monica?
I was.
Oh, my God. Oh, I wish my wife would take up aerobics. I would like her to be strong.
Let's get back to this prenuptial thing.
All right. All right. You know what?
Okay.
Let's take a break. Let's take it.
All right.
Because you really have to give Monica protection in there.
All right. Now, Chuck Norris, by the way,
You got to give Chuck an incentive not to leave, too.
Oh, no, I wouldn't leave her.
But why should Chuck has all the money? Why should he have to leave incentives not to leave?
Hey, just like the first Mrs. Norris, maybe he won't feel so guilty this time.
No. Chuck can't put himself in a bind like that. No. Chuck is a lot more sophisticated than when he made that deal. He was like me. He got married young. You know what he was doing. Guy was teaching at karate school.
A woman would look at
Right. The guy had no money. He was teaching at karate school.
When I got married, I was making $84 a month.
You know, $84 a month?
$84 a month.
Boy. She must have really loved you your first ride. No wonder you felt so guilty. Who married a guy making $84 a month? That's real love. Yeah. But the hell with real love? Who needs real love?
Now, what are your kids doing, Chuck? Do they need
They stare at Monica.
Well, my
son works.
Yeah.
I know one son.
Well, yeah, Eric works on the Walker Show. He's the second unit director on the Walker Show. All the action stuff you see, my son shoots.
Yeah.
And then my daughter lives in Dallas. And then my other son lives in Indiana.
And doesn't he direct movies and stuff, your other son? He directs some movies for you.
Well, I actually starred in, my oldest son has starred in about 5 different films.
Right, yeah.
Now, he actually, his
He's
first
a
movie,
good-looking guy.
his first movie was with Rennie Harlan.
Right.
In Finland, called Born American.
Well, the daughter's staying close to the money. She's selling Dallas.
Right. Everyone your dad. All right, listen. It's a whole situation going on here, and I've got to straighten it all out before you get married. I'm not letting you get married until this whole prenup thing is worked out.
Thanks, Howard.
All right? I feel a certain closeness. You've been good to me. You've always come on the show. You're a superstar, and you come on here.
You've known Monica as long as you've known Chuck.
Yeah, I don't want Monica to turn on. Monica might be... Monica, you're resenting me and all this. Do you feel I'm being too strong toward Chuck?
No.
Really? Well, you are the perfect woman.
That's how we get behind closed doors. No.
I would make love to you, Monica. If I was lucky enough to be marrying you, I would make love to you 5 times a day. I don't know if Chuck can deliver the good, but I do.
Joe Piscopo, are Joe and...
Are you in touch with him at all?
At the wedding?
Oh, yeah, they're invited to the wedding.
Well, what's poor Kimberly gonna do? She's been engaged longer.
I know.
They're gonna get to the altar first.
How does Joe Piscopo avoid getting married?
Well, they keep saying they're going to get married, but for some reason it keeps getting extended.
See, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to be engaged.
Well, I tell you, a lot of my buddies are concerned here because, a lot of them are dating girls, and now I'm putting the pressure on all of them.
Yeah, to get married. Yeah, there's to be a marriage fee. Yeah. Well, I would marry Monica. Right. And you see the prenup you signed with me would get 10 cents.
You be paying.
Yeah, I'm going to pay me. Small amount. I pen that's all. All right. Chuck Norris is here with the beautiful Monica, and they're announcing their engagement, which is an exclusive. No one knows it. And next August. Now, Robin and I will be going to the wedding.
I hope so.
Oh,
you'll be getting an invitation.
Now, let me say something in all sincerity. Jackie and Fred don't have to be invited. All right. Now, let's take a break. Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, airs Saturday nights on CBS at 10 p.m. And we'll come back and we'll talk some more about the show and some other things that are going on in Chuck and Monica's life right after these words.
I think that was in order. For the guest that I have tonight, there'll be no peace until all men are one. My guest tonight is a young man who I think that when he's sharp. I think he has a heck of a lot of wit. Of course, everybody don't agree with me. Most people say he's gross. White people say he's gross. Black people say he's intelligent. I don't know. I've had the chance to be invited to one of his birthday shows, and then I took the liberty of listening to him. I think he's good and crazy, but I know he's slick too. So what I want you to do tonight, I know everybody knows the show is going to be on. I want you to sit back. Don't relax. Don't relax. Because if you relax, ain't no telling what might happen. And don't signify. Now, you know that wasn't no nigga, because the alternate didn't sound like a nigga. You have to crackle to that signify. Oh, signify. 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 You see? Now, that's a cracker. You said, signify. Dig it. I could say idiosyncrasy, but go ahead and talk. Hello, Howard. So I did. Hello, sir. He said, Bob Marino. Hello. What is it there? The phone's on fire. You son of a bitch, you son of a thing. I'll follow you. You say you rock your rat faggot coming up and face to face on each of the bar. I'll try to know you're being killed. Hey, you're dirty bastard. You're the one. That's the boy I do. My job is traveling down the community. It was inside the beauty of the I did. You try to live right down the
Monica and Chuck, of course, here Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, airs Saturday nights on CBS at 10 p.m. In fact, Chuck gave us an exclusive. He broke the news of his big engagement to Monica here on the air. And also, Chuck told me during the commercials we're going to be giving away invitations to his wedding on the air. So if any of our fans want to go, it's going to be like a whole big party, and it's going to be pretty cool. And give us a call, and we'll see if we can give that away. Anyway, and Monica, I noticed that big rock on your finger. My God, is that the engagement ring itself?
Yeah.
Holy
That's
mackerel.
that's a different one than you saw. You know,
This is it.
remember the one you saw on your show? That's a different one.
Oh,
How many times are you going to engage her?
Only once.
how much money does a rock like that cost, Chuck? Give me a ballpark.
Well, you know, the first ring I gave to her, about 2 years ago.
That was a year ago.
A year ago, she says, "This engagement ring, I know it's a friendship ring."
Right, friendship ring.
Birthday present.
That's
Friendship
3.5 carat. And
Wow.
so,
So that was 3.5 carat, the
Yeah.
friendship ring.
yeah.
That's why she doesn't do aerobics anymore. This has the arms of a weightlifter. It's unbelievable. You could burn insects with that ring.
Now, what's the new one? The engagement
Yeah,
ring.
The engagement ring is, hold that up so the camera can catch
How
that.
big
Look
is
at
that?
That's about 4 carats.
That's 4 carats?
Mhm.
What's a rock like that cost there, Chuck? I mean, give me a ballpark. Come on, be honest.
Honest? And then
That's about 150,000.
no,
No, more.
More?
No.
No?
Around? Oh, what'd you go to Fidelity Diamond?
I went to a wholesale store.
Yeah, right. So what's a thing like that cost? I mean, it's a big buck.
Close to 100,000.
Wow. You didn't know that, Monica?
She didn't know enough.
You didn't know?
No.
Well, there's your prenup. That's what you get if you do it. Yeah, right. No, actually, everyone knows Chuck is very macho. He went to Africa and dug up the ring himself.
Yeah, right.
Like Superman, and he has a bunch of coal.
He was karate. Yeah, right. Oh, there you go. So, Monica, were your parents mad that you were dating Chuck for a while? Is that what was going on? Because you were so young, and, you know, Chuck obviously a more mature man.
No, they, at first,
They were a little shook up.
they were a little bit, but,
Believe me, he's a good man.
you see that ring in
As
this.
soon as they met me, as soon as they met me, I sold them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I charmed them right in.
Because you're not kidding. You know your hand is worth more than Fafa Fooey's whole house?
But wait a minute now, when Chuck goes to meet her parents,
Yeah.
isn't he sort of talking to a guy
Yeah, it's weird, right,
like
Chuck?
himself?
Yeah, isn't it, Chuck?
Like a guy his age.
Right.
My parents.
Yeah, they're divorced.
Oh, they are?
So actually,
Oh, that's good. How many girls from Brooklyn Home?
I only had to convince the mother.
Oh, really? Oh, that's easy.
So I didn't have a father to worry about.
Good.
And what are you saying? Chuck is like Kelsey Grammer or something? I didn't meet her when she was 13.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Oh, you were 16, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
It
yeah.
was legal in whatever state that was.
Oh, man.
No, she was older than that, people. She's older.
Chuck, it must be wild when you walk into a Hollywood party or something with Monica on your arm. I mean, it must
She is
be.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
All the
I
kids
do her, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how do the kids take this?
My kids? Oh, they love her.
Yeah?
They love her, yeah.
Of course, who wouldn't? I'd kill myself if my mom came home with Monica.
They're going to have more children. You know, they had that three-way split going there.
Yeah, right.
Fortune.
Yeah, right. That's not good.
And
The
now-
kids have to be upset.
Yeah.
It'll work out. The kids aren't crazy.
Yeah, it'll work out.
Monica, the first time you made love to Chuck Norris, were you like, oh my God, I'm with Chuck Norris? Or were you nervous because
little bit.
he's a legend, right?
Yeah, I mean, when he first comes up to you and even shows a little interest, that must be...
Hey, where'd you meet her again, Chuck?
Yeah.
Well, actually, my best friend was living with her sister. And after my divorce and all that, I was, at that time, I'd been married all my life, so I really didn't know how to get into the single thing.
Oh, yeah, that must have taken a...
Modeling.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Monica came down and she was studying interior design in Long Beach, and she was staying with my best friend and his girlfriend, and so we all kind of started going out together. And like I say, at first, though, going out, I really wasn't looking at her as a girlfriend because of the age difference.
Just wanted to nail her, right?
But it just...
Come on. No, come on, man. You didn't think you'd be with her a long time for you to nail her and get out of there. Come on, that's not true, right? Am I right? Well, you were ready to settle down again.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
It had to cross your mind, Chuck.
You know what I'd do if I got single? I'd walk in the room and see Monica. I'd put $1,000 bill in each, on the side of my mouth, on each side. And I'd smile and I'd just walk in. And, that's what I would
I'll
do.
tell you, the problem with Monica, though, is that's not her thing.
Yeah,
She either likes you, she doesn't like you, and she lets you know. She lets you know.
Really?
That's a German blood in her, both.
Right.
She lets you know exactly.
I love German blood. You are perfect. I didn't know you were German, Monica, are you?
Yeah,
perfect.
German and I.
You are Hitler's dream. You are Aryan. You are beautiful.
Really?
They have blonde hair, blue eyes. Come on.
Exactly.
You were bred for perfection.
That's what Hitler was looking for.
Exactly. Oh, the Fuhrer were only here now.
Chuck and Hitler were looking.
Chuck and Hitler had one thing in common. They were both looking for a couple of blondes with blue eyes.
Let's get back to this prenuptial thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where were we? Now, Monica, I'm gonna do Chuck a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor. Let's get the uncomfortable prenuptial thing out of the way. Monica, what do you think would be fair in terms of a prenuptial? Obviously, you want to...
Of course, you want the marriage to last forever.
Yeah, let me talk to you about this. Let me hear what your wish list is. I'll decide if it's proper. I know what, Chuck, you don't have to talk during this because it'll be very uncomfortable for
And
you.
Monica, I want you to think
Right.
you really hate Chuck at this point.
Right. I mean,
What
right.
do you want?
I mean, this is not the Chuck Norris.
Okay, Robin. All right. There's the attorney over there, Robin. Robin is Monica's attorney. Now is my attorney.
Monica, I'll be taking down some notes as we speak, all right, so that I can draw up the prenuptial. All right, and all you'll do is sign at the bottom. Okay? There we go. This is saying Monica.
Now hear Robin say, no, that's not enough.
Monica, are you interested in becoming Monica Norris? Do you want to take on the last name?
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
That's going to cost something?
Of course. Everything costs. Everything costs. Let's leave it. I don't like to think like this. All right. You obviously want to take on the Norris name. That's something that...
Oh, yeah.
You know what? He has to pay to get it back. That's how we'll work it.
All right. Now, first of all, who do you think really owns those 2 rings you're wearing on your finger?
Monica.
Do you think you want Monica?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want those 2 rings. 2 rings. All right, go ahead. You just don't forget. I mean, there's no law. There's no law that says that was a gift.
No, that was a gift.
Please, Robin, let Monica speak. In her own defense, really. We have to know what's on her mind. Those earrings you're wearing, did Chuck buy those?
Oh, they're just silver. No, I bought them.
Chuck, is that true?
Yeah, she bought them.
She did? Who paid for them? Who bought those that outfit you're wearing? Before you got them. Did you really? With your own money?
Yes.
How did you make that money? Exactly. Right. Chuck owns that outfit you're wearing. But, hey,
I
listen.
sell T-shirts. Yeah.
T-shirts. So does Baba Booey. Make something. All right. All right. Okay. Listen. All right. Now, let's say things went completely sour between you and Chuck after the wedding. What would you like out of it? What would you think would be fair?
Is that a ranch you're living on now?
All right. Is that a ranch? That's Chuck's ranch.
And she's got used to that.
Do you like
No,
the ranch is out.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Ranch is out.
Quick, keep the ranch for me, Howard.
Chuck can remain. Let me remind you, girls, of something. Chuck can remain single. He doesn't need to get married. He's doing this to do the right thing. All right, Chuck, let me handle the nasty stuff, all right? Let me handle it. Okay. This wedding's going to be off in 5 minutes. She's going to be moving out in 2 seconds. You're going to be walking around looking for a girlfriend. All right, let's see. Okay, the 2 rings. And,
So far, we've only got 2 rings.
That's about all she's going to get. All right, let me see. No, Monica, I'm interested in...
I'm single.
No, Monica.
I took my place.
Monica, no seriousness. Tell me your wish list and let me see if I can make it come true. Now, let's say things go sour. You're going to need certain money to keep, your lifestyle going and all of that. What would you think would be a nice lump sum? We're not interested in paying out over the course of years. No.
What about a
lump
house?
sum.
House.
What I'm going to propose to you is the following. We're going to say Chuck is worth X amount of dollars, whatever that is at the time of the divorce.
Okay, then we'll take X.
You can have, here's what I'm offering. You can have 25% of the interest that money generates.
The interest?
If you want to take a payout over the course of years. In other words, let's say Chuck is worth $10 million. Is that $10 million throws off, let's say, $500,000 a year, $500,000.
And
you would get 25% of $500,000 is what, Jackie? What would that be? 25% of $500,000, quickly. $125,000. So you would have an annuity of $125,000 a year.
Not a good deal.
Is that good?
No.
Would you like that?
What do you think, Robin?
Robin, please. It's not up to you, it's up to Monica. Chuck, this is very uncomfortable. Let's remind everybody that we're going to get on. It's going to be a beautiful wedding. This is probably never going to end up in divorce. But what I am saying is, just in the rare case that it does, everyone will be happy. $125,000 a year seems more than reasonable.
I like this. There's one thing about OJ.
Yeah.
That I like.
Yeah.
What's that? Bought his wife an investment property. During
So there's nothing to like about OJ's deal. You will not cut off Monica's head, will you? That is it, Gary.
I don't know if you care, but Dominic's on the phone. He says you're doing this all wrong.
All right.
Oh, yeah?
Hold on. Let me...
You're giving her too much, he said.
Even the ring.
Dominic, are we giving her too much? Should I take the rings back?
Are you crazy?
I'm just I'm making proposals, that's all.
Let's do it for malpractice.
All right.
Well, you never give away a percentage of income, then she can look at your books fast.
Not of income.
Oh, please.
But it is interest from income.
Assets.
Now, first of all, the first thing we do is for the 3 years of marriage, she gets 25 or 50,000 total lump sum at the end of 3 years.
Good. All right, go ahead. Hey, listen, Chuck doesn't have to get married, Robin. Go ahead.
Then, after 3 years,
Go ahead.
assuming there are no children now.
Yes, go ahead.
Children, we change it. We'll give her an X amount of dollars per every 2-year period, but never a percentage of anything, because that'll mean the lawyer could come and look at records and books forever.
Yeah, who needs that?
You continue to find money forever.
Good. I like this. Okay, so far, that's good.
And we're going to videotape the signing of the agreement so that she is clear, understands it.
All right,
The
videotaping.
guy with the gun will be off camera.
Yeah.
And we lock Robin in the closet somewhere.
Now tell me the percentages on the 3 years after marriage with no children.
Oh, I would think a man of Chuck's wealth, of course, we have to give a little more than we usually would.
All right, go ahead. Be generous.
For every 3 years of marriage after that.
It was 2.
Every 3 years, yes.
An additional 75 to 100,000.
All right, so, okay. All right, fine. And let's put a cap on that of 6 years.
At the end of 10 years, she'd have a total sum of $500,000 tax-free, which is a fairly nice sum of money.
All right, I agree. Thank you, Dominic. Dominic Barber, noted attorney. That's why women hate Dominic. Oh, now, Monica, here's the agreement just spelled out by Dominic. All you got to do is here's a pen and sign your name to it. Go ahead.
No way.
If you love Chuck, you'll sign right now.
Don't you dare.
Let's get it over with so that the wedding can go on and happen. Go ahead, Monica. There it is. Monica signing.
And we let her keep the jewelry.
And the jewelry is yours, by the way. That's
You're buying a lot of
more. I need more.
You're buying a lot of
more.
There it is.
And she has a...
And there is the signature. There is the signature right there. And now we can get on the happy business of love. Lock this in a vault. There you go, Chuck. There is your paper.
Yeah. Secret bank account. Yeah.
Not over Chuck's dead body. All right, thank you, Dominic Barber. You handled that with the professionalism that... Okay, very good. Oh, Chuck, that was exciting.
Yeah.
We were witness to the first stage of marriage between a big Hollywood celebrity.
We wanted you to be the first one, Howard, to know that.
All right, and bury that in a time capsule. I'm telling you, don't lose it. That's legal. Keep trying.
Monica, he'll take that out again.
Are you happy with the arrangement, Chuck?
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
The thing is, I wouldn't marry Monica if I didn't think it's going to go the duration.
Sure you would.
But,
that's right. Absolutely. I got to go into it. Yeah, listen, has to be that. You guys really have to sit down and talk about that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a comfortable conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we take that?
They can't even look at it now. Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Monica, come on in and kiss me so I know that you still love me too. Yes. All right, anyway, Chuck Norris is in Walker, Texas Ranger. This is where Chuck kicks some ass, but also, they have stories too. It's not just ass kicking.
There's a moral too.
That's right. It airs on Saturday nights on CBS at 10 p.m. Understand it's #1 in its time slot.
Oh, yeah, we won. Almost Saturday. Highest rated show on Saturday.
Great.
Everything you touch turns to gold, huh?
Well, gold-plated anyway.
There you go. Unbelievable. Hey, didn't you used to train Priscilla Presley?
Yeah, I trained Priscilla for a few years, and
never got it on with her?
No, she wound up dating one of my best friends.
Really?
Mike Stone, yeah.
Was he a black guy?
No, a Hawaiian guy.
Oh, he's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
You're always calling him a black guy.
Yeah, Hawaiian.
Poor Elvis.
Yeah, he was a light heavyweight champion of the world.
And Priscilla Presley, she's as dumb as a wall?
No, actually,
she's smart.
Yeah, she's a pretty smart gal.
She really?
Yeah.
Or do you have to say that?
No, she really is.
She really is?
Yeah, she really is.
And what was with her pappy giving her away at 14 years of age to Elvis? I mean, what was that? Isn't that a little strange?
Yeah.
Seriously.
You never met him, huh?
No. Who?
The pappy.
The pappy.
Not even the pappy, no.
Papioca, I think. How did Elvis, a dumb hillbilly, convince the dad to give up his daughter at 14? That's a pretty wild story.
And especially when they're living with him, without being married. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty strange.
Because I didn't know him in those days, so I don't know what the circumstances were. But here the thing is with the Priscilla is that, she really had no real life of her own. I mean, Elvis was on the road all the time, and so she would go, all she could do is go to ballet classes, karate classes, and all that kind of stuff. So it was a pretty boring life for her in those days.
What's it like when when you punch a guy in the face and you break his nose and you almost knock him out? Is that the most manly thing you can do? I wish I could. I wish I was such a pussy. Tell me what it's like when you take a guy.
I haven't done it.
You rip his nuts out of his sack.
I'll tell you what I'm doing now. I'll tell you what it is. Have you seen this Ultimate Challenge fighting stuff?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I train with those guys.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You talk about the guys who get in the ring and no blood on them.
And
I love that.
You like that stuff?
I love to watch other guys beat each other's asses in.
I'll tell you, that's brutal, isn't it?
And I sit there and I yell at them and go, kick his head.
Yeah. That stuff is really. I mean, they get in the ring and
you train with those guys there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be careful. Are you crazy? I'm Monica now.
Well, you know, I was in Brazil. How I found out about these guys is in Brazil, scuba diving, and I'm going around these different martial arts schools working out. All I kept hearing is the Gracie Machado families.
Right.
And I go, who are they? Everyone's scared to death.
Those are the guys who always win.
Yeah. So I finally went down, tracked them to their school, and went in and worked out with them. Boy.
You know who those guys are? Gracie Machado guys?
No.
They get these guys in a ring and they just punch each other in the face and stuff, and pull each other's eyes and junk and kill each other.
Yeah.
So these Gracie Machado guys just jump on you and they smother you.
Yeah, they do. Exactly.
They just jump. They don't even throw a punch.
Win?
Yeah, and they win. They beat up everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're into that now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you kill a guy with one punch?
Well, I can choke the daylights out of him.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Ever kill a guy?
Huh?
No.
What about when you were in Korea?
No, I didn't kill anyone in Korea either.
I mean, life is pretty worthless over there. You can probably just hire someone for $15 and just kill them, right?
They'd probably pay you to do it.
Yeah, right.
No, I chased a lot of them, though, boy.
Ever break a guy's arm?
Yeah.
Oh, that must feel good, huh?
No, well, actually,
you must love that. When you hear the crack of the bone?
Well, when I won the world championship here in New York in 1968. I fought a guy named Louis Delgado, who was one of the top fighters here in the East Coast.
And he beat his ass?
Well, and when it was over, I had a broken jaw and he had a broken arm.
Don't kid me.
It was over, yeah. So we finished the fight. I wound up winning the world title from him. And then we went to the hospital, got my mouth wired, and he got his arm in a cast.
Ever kick a guy in the chest to have a sternum pop out through the...
No.
No? Oh, man. I'll tell you, if Monica was mine, I wouldn't even shadow box. I just want to make sure I'd stay healthy for sex.
Why would you want to risk it?
I wouldn't even want to work out. I would just have sex all day and night. How long did you guys wait before you actually became lovers? How long was it?
About 12 hours.
Was it really?
No. Only kidding, Monica. I'm only kidding.
Monica, you made love on the first date?
No.
No.
Well, we were friends for over a year.
Yeah.
Before we ever.
Yeah, we started dating.
When you guys go on vacation, do you wear a thong? Not you, I mean Chuck.
Oh.
No, you wear like you wear bikinis and thongs and stuff and go around topless?
Not thongs.
No, she's very shy about that. She's not that kind of,
She only
shows Chuck.
Oh, man. You know, it's funny. She's 24 going on 50. You know, I'm 50 going on 24.
If she's 24 going on 50, you better marry her.
Well, you know, you're married. She's a very...
You could have stayed married and had that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you mean you were friends for a year? You had sex for a whole year?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And what do you mean by friends? How often did you see each other?
Well, you know, I go up to see my friend. She was staying with them and working.
And won't she run around in her little exercise outfits and stuff?
No.
Teasing you?
No, she didn't.
Monica, you had a plan to get Chuck, though, didn't you? What are you talking about?
Monica's very prudish. Yeah.
Monica, you walk around in a little short, like Daisy Duke shorts and with a butt cheek sticking out and stuff? No? But you had a plan to get Chuck. When did you know you were in love with Chuck?
No.
When did you know you were in love with Chuck?
Yeah, when Yeah, I want to know too.
After the first time, of course.
Really? After the first time you met him?
Yeah, right.
Monica, is that true? After the first time you met him?
Yeah, when did you...
No. When did this friendship turn into something else?
That's the thing, that we'd go out socially. But it was just strictly as friends. And when did it actually kind of make that change from friendship to love?
You don't even remember a point?
I actually don't, because it's like a year.
Well, Monica, you're kind of young. I mean, have you had sex with other guys? I mean, you haven't had a chance to experience other guys.
I don't want to either.
Really? But you were no virgin when you married Chuck. I mean, when you met Chuck, right?
Is my mom watching?
You will. Your mom doesn't know what's going on. You were no virgin, right? No. So you had your share of experiences, because you don't want to, you don't want to always be wondering what would have been like. You don't want to do that to her, right, Chuck?
No.
Right.
No. But
did you, when you first met her, would you beat up her boyfriends and stuff? So that
no, I didn't know that.
No, just went.
No, she was. She
probably dated women.
She was single and.
You ever dated karate guys before?
No.
Yeah. Chuck teaching you any karate?
A little bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Does it feel good when you walk down the street? I could beat anyone's ass.
Yes.
You feel very safe and secure.
That's the best part of it.
She is good. Yes.
You could beat Steven Seagal's ass, right, Chuck? I mean, because he's a pussy, right? Because you were a world champion, right?
That's the whole thing is whether you can or can't is the fact that I've proven it in the ring.
What has Steven Seagal done?
Nothing. I saw him on a karate. He can't even lift his leg. I'm telling you, right? I'm serious. Yeah. What's that all about? Did you beat Jean-Claude Van Damme's ass? You could, right?
Well, I trained him for a year and a half.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when he first came over from Brussels, he worked out with me.
So he's not even.
But again, they've never fought professionally, so it's hard to say.
So you could beat his ass. Say it.
You said it, Howard.
You know it.
I'm trying to think whose ass you couldn't beat. What is he, Fafa Foley?
Do you want to? There's a guy on the phone who's got Chuck's theme song queued up.
Oh, just good. All right, good.
Really?
I want to get Chuck's seat. Oh, gee. All right, here we go. Chuck Norris and his singing debut. Now, what do you have? You have Chuck's song?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay, here it is. Hold up.
All right.
I gotta start the tape again. There it goes. Well, hold up. I got this VCR, it's going crazy on me here.
Well, you gotta be happy this guy taped the show.
How'd you get it? What, do you tape the show?
No, well, I was out working Saturday night, and I liked the show a lot, so I taped it. I wanted to catch it, so I watched it yesterday when I had some time.
Oh, good.
And I still had it on tape.
Oh, this is the opening theme song to the...
Right, this is Chuck singing. Let me hear what happened with you singing.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I sang this song at Billy Bob's in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas.
The iron to the range. The other second and better know the truth of wrong from right.
That's talking, that ain't stupid.
Yeah. Come on, go down, son.
Oh. Suddenly, Lauren Green is Pavarotti.
Thanks, Howard.
Hey, I gotta say, you beat my ass. All right, very nice. Thank you for calling.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guy.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, airs Saturday nights on CBS at 10 p.m. Chuck doing it all, kicking ass and singing, too. I'm not afraid to sing. That shows you're a real man.
Oh,
That's
God.
right.
Yeah. I tell you, I'll do anything to promote Walker, Texas Ranger, man. And when the singing, that's the limit, though.
I'm not going to be the one to tell Chuck he can't sing. Beat my ass, crack my sternum. So,
thank you.
Monica, I can't believe it. You're going to wear one of those strapless wedding gowns?
I don't think so.
God, what a body.
Are you planning the wedding now? Or are you getting ready?
Oh, God, yeah. She's already got her bridesmaids.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, she's already planning it, Robin. She is she's already been sitting down with all the, my daughters, all of them, and getting everything planned.
And don't get fat on it, Monica, either, you know.
Yeah, tell her that.
Marry
Tell her that.
Yeah. Or else that's it. The prenup goes into effect.
Can't you get a little belly during the pregnancy?
Oh, yeah.
No, don't get her pregnant. Why are you getting her pregnant?
Huh?
You're going to ruin her.
Well,
don't.
No.
The hips always get bigger.
Monica loves kids.
Really?
It wouldn't be
No,
fair to her.
Adopt some of those Koreans.
It wouldn't be fair not to for her to.
Oh, please. It's enough with the kids. Put that out of your system, please. This is what you need to do, chase around kids. You went to bed. Unbelievable. You want me to write in a weight limit on the prenup? You got to say, here, put it back in. Monica, how much you weigh now?
It's signed. It's over.
I'll say you weigh, how tall are you? 5'7"?
5'7".
I'm going to guess, you stand up for a second. Yes, please. If you're asking me your weight, well, God, no.
Yeah, right. Yes,
turn around and open the jacket up. I'll marry you. But you don't have to sign a prenup. I'll say you weigh 103 pounds.
120.
Are you really?
Yeah.
All right. Just don't go over 125.
You know, she's muscular. That's the reason.
Oh, I bet.
I lift weights.
It's the ring.
Yeah, the ring.
Oh, man. Chuck laughing, thinking about his alimony payment. All right. Hey, Chuck, that's quite an entourage you got out there with you.
Yeah.
Now, who are all those people?
Well, they flew me down in a private jet.
Oh, no kidding.
A buddy of mine from Dallas flew me down in his jet.
You guys make love on the jet?
Huh?
No.
No.
What's with you guys? Go for it. Well, there's always a ride back.
Yeah, right. The bathroom's too small.
So, who is out there, Gary? What is going on out there?
Big entourage, and we have to wrap up soon because they got to go visit Kathy and Reach.
Oh, geez, I hope you don't vomit during that show. No, for Christ's sakes, the sweet Kathy Lee. Did you see? You know, my brother-in-law was at the Super Bowl. He said that while she was lip syncing the Star Spangled Banner, Kathy Lee, the whole crowd was booing. I mean, booing her like crazy.
Down the sound, huh?
Yeah, they cut off the sound though, so you couldn't hear it. That would have been funny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she lip synced that?
Oh, yeah.
Tape.
Chuck, in reality, you sing better than her. I'm telling you. Once they lips, they fix that in the studio. I'm telling you.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You're going to go on there, huh?
Yeah.
You can't sing.
Well, I've known Regis for about 30 years. I knew him back in the Joey Bishop days when he was down there. So.
Go on there and kick his ass.
I've done it a couple of times.
Do it. Just beat his ass.
Kick that stool.
All right, who's out there with Chuck? Well, I'm sorry. Is your microphone on? Go ahead.
Let's say we have, there's a publicist.
Yeah.
Right. And then I think there's like a publicity assistant.
Wow.
Then there's a publicist from CBS. Not to be confused with Chuck's personal publicist.
Wow.
Right. Then there's a makeup person. Then there's a guy wearing a baseball cap from the show, so I figure he's like a production guy.
No, he's kind of my right arm. He kind of takes
Personal assistant?
Finger on her? Finger on her?
No, personally,
Give him a couple of bucks, he just hangs with you?
No, he's my lifesaver. He saved me a lot of problems.
What do you mean? What does he do?
Well, he just takes care of all the problems, that day, all the stuff.
You know why I'm interested in this? I'm looking to get it on.
He's me if I were good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He's doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, right.
I see.
Yeah, he's my Gary. That's what he is.
Well, anyway, the great Chuck Norris, of course, his films are legendary. His TV show, Walker, Texas Ranger, which airs Saturday nights on CBS at 10 p.m., is a guy who really can do karate. He actually does karate on TV and is not using stunt guys and all that kind of crap. He really knows what he's doing. Monica, you are lovely as ever, and I wish you and Chuck lots of luck with this wedding. And you two make a great couple.
Oh, I'll talk to you before the wedding this year.
Oh, good.
It's not until August next year, so I will be seeing the hope before then.
Absolutely, and man, this is going to be some wedding. Can Robin be a bridesmaid?
Robin, you're gonna get an invitation, Robin. With Howard.
Yeah, no need to invite Jackie or Frederica. These are hangers on. Very good. We want to thank the great Chuck Norris and Monica Walker, Texas Rangers, Saturday night, CBS at 10 p.m. Don't miss it. We'll be back after these words.
Tennis legend Jimmy Connors meets the stuttering John.
Hey, Jimmy, what did you do with the bag? What bag? Oh, the bag you used to put on Chris Everett's head. I think we better get to business here, but we have to take care of it. Thank you very much.
Game, set, match. Stuttering John. You're listening to Howard Stern. Baseball and breaking Gary's chops. Two of America's favorite pastimes.
It's a reference to. This is Rod Kent. It's a reference to. I'm with the Reds. Whatever said. This is it out of Reds. I'm with the Reds. I don't know about the Reds. HTJ. For that. Horsetooth Jackass.
You're listening to the boss of Horsetooth Jackass, Howard Stern.
Oh, wow, that's great. Hey, Robin, is someone on our phone?
Yeah, this is some birthday show, huh?
Yeah, you got a lot of crap going on down here.
Well, you're known as the king of all media, so who else to be on the phone to greet you this morning but the king of late night, David Letterman?
No. Is that really true?
Yeah. Hello, David.
Hello, Robin. How are you?
I'm fine. How are
David,
you?
is this for real?
Howard, happy birthday.
Wow, I am shocked.
Yeah, Howard, I'm a little shocked myself.
How much?
How did we get
Wait a second.
this happen?
How much, what did this take?
Oh, we had to twist arms.
I want to know the story, how you ended up on it.
Listen, Howard, I want to compliment your staff. They said, asked me if I would call, and I said, sure. So they gave me some background information here. They tell me that you're 41 years old.
That's correct.
They tell me that you're at the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah.
And they tell me your parents are there.
Yes.
So now with this information, I'm supposed to go nuts. I think your parents are there, Howard.
Yeah, well, you could
Your parents like the Plaza.
That's Rip, David.
You could really write a lot of material about this.
Do your folks know you're 41?
You know something? I am so shocked that you were on the air with me that I'm almost speechless.
Well, I'm surprised that there's still a little laugh left to kiss here.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
There's a square left for you.
You know I absolutely get no respect for anything I do, so the idea that anybody would call in and just say something nice is very shocking to me, isn't it?
Howard, you know, I've said it, I'll always say it, you're a genius.
Wow. Are you saying that with sarcasm, or are you saying that for real?
What do you care?
I'm not. Okay. It's a clone. That's all I care about.
Well, you were getting to talk to David first before anybody else about saving the Oscars.
Yeah, now what's the story there, Dave? Now, this is obviously... I was kind of shocked, actually, that you went into the Oscars.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that, what do you need it for at this point? You got it all going for you. You've got the #1 late-night television show. Why even... Although the Johnny Carson's your hero, I guess, so you're thinking...
Well,
maybe...
you know, Howard, now that you mention it, let me make a call here.
No, come on, seriously. Is it the Johnny Carson thing, like taking over the whole mantle?
What made you do
The
it?
same reason everybody wants to drive at Indianapolis. But you know, I've been thinking about this, Howard.
Yeah.
I think this year, and I haven't told anybody about this, I'm going to make some calls later in the day. For the losers, I think this year maybe everybody gets a balloon.
Yeah, look at that.
And I haven't worked anything out.
Dave, I even like your quote about this year the Oscars are going to be a little bit different. They're going to be down to 45 minutes and we give away cars instead of statues.
Yeah, the thing I liked about that, they had to indicate in the release that I was joking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he wasn't serious.
Don't worry, there will be no car giveaway. How do you think it's like the room service at the hotel, Howard?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave, did I blow our relationship that time when you called me at the house and I talked about it on the air? Was that what went wrong?
Did something went wrong with our relationship?
Yeah, I mean, we actually had a point in our relationship when I was at NBC.
Oh, yeah, we were playing handball every day.
No, come on, be honest. What's the story with us? I mean,
Listen, I gotta go. We'll talk about this at the luncheon later.
No, don't go yet.
I gotta go. Happy birthday!
No.
Goodbye, Howard.
Come here.
What?
Don't leave it.
Okay.
Discuss with me what went wrong. We started to have a personal relationship, and I'm real bad at personal relationships. I don't know what to say to people in private. But like you would call my house and stuff, and we would talk.
Right.
And then I talked about it on the air. Is that what did it?
Did what?
I mean, you know.
You just stopped calling.
Yeah, you stopped calling. It was like it was dumped.
Well, you know, I got no friends myself.
I know, and you don't have you have trouble socializing, right?
Yeah.
And what do you do all weekend? You just sit in your house?
Extended my socializing through the end of the century.
No, what do you do all weekend? You sit in your house like I do?
Well, you know, on Saturdays, the first Saturday of every month, some high school kids come out to the house and shave my back, and that's it.
And you have no interest in socializing with me?
Wait a minute, that's my other line. I gotta go, Howard.
Do you have any interest in socializing with me?
God bless your ferrets, and God bless the Plaza Hotel.
All right, thanks, James.
Bye-bye.
David Letterman. See, you want to answer any personal questions?
That's why he's never done the show.
Meanwhile, he can't handle it. Do you realize that she is so uptight that like took everything out of him, and now he'll...
You don't know what we did. We threatened.
Tell me everything. How did you get him to call in? Because
Garrett can give you a more blow by blow.
Because Dave can't call in anywhere, you know.
So we called like way back in early.
I wanted to talk to him about Tom Snyder too, and how could he
do it? You know he would have failed.
He would have, right?
Yeah.
And he would have talked about the ratings drop for Snyder stuff, right?
Yeah.
We called him in early December because we figured, hey, if there's ever a year he's going to do it, it's going to be this one.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we came back from vacation. I called Morty.
Well, I've made the point for the Letterman show. You guys keep asking me to come on, but how come Dave never comes on my show?
So I called Morty day and night, and then, 2 days would go by and he wouldn't call me back, and he'd say, we're working on it. I go, what's the work on it? That's up. It's done.
We're working on it.
So then we sort of did this Tonight Show thing because we didn't think Dave was going to call in.
Right.
And I think Morty got wind of that, and then people thought Dave should call in so that the Tonight Show didn't have a foot up on you. And
right.
Everyone's here to kiss your ass.
Really?
That's right. So I make sure you're still happy with them when it's time to do the show again.
I mean, I must be pretty important at this point if David Letterman's calling in, because he won't call in anywhere, and he won't be seen anywhere.
But we literally had to say, there's a lot of involvement of the Tonight Show on this show.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I mean, I like them all.
So now what do I do? Now I got to stay off all stuff?
But that's what you started with.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything that's any different than before.
Right. But anyway, we better take a break.
Why?
So that we can get some other things going here. We still have a lot of birthday shows.
Really?
No, yeah.
All right. So, okay, listen, there's a whole bunch of guests. There's a whole bunch of people in the room we got to talk to. Don't go away. We'll be back with more birthday show right after this.
Do it.
What do you think of Howard Stern? What do I think of Howard Stern? I'm going to tell you now, looking straight in this camera. I personally have been praying to the God of Israel that when he gives us that power, he delivers Howard Stern into my bare hands. Because Howard Stern makes my favorite black woman, that little black tramp he got named Robin, that he belittles all the time, that she shows no morals or scruples for his white man's money. So I personally pray. But he belittles black women. He talks against black people. He's a media illiterate man. He's a jackass. I'm going to tell it to you straight. And I've prayed that the God of Israel personally delivers Howard Stern into my hands. And I'm not going to use a sword on him. I'm going to take him apart with my bare hands when God give me that power. And I have faith that God is going to do that. God is going to use a certain of people at our hands, like Bernard Jets, like Mayor Giuliani, like Mario Cuomo, people who have oppressed us throughout the years, like Rockefeller. God is going to deliver them into our hands. The certain ones that are not going to die during the race war, we're going to catch them. And we're going to, you don't believe this? I'm going to remind you. You look at old movies on Channel 66, the History Channel, you'll see Hitler in full uniform, Goering in full uniform, Hess in full uniform. You look at the Nuremberg trials of 1945, you see them without their medals, without their uniforms and jail uniforms. So men that once ruled our whole continent, Europe, and pillaged and raped and robbed from our whole continent was fought to justice. So I reiterate, we're waiting till God give us that power to get Giuliani, to get Mayor Cuomo, or Mario Cuomo, to get Howard Stern, to get all the people that like to malign us and plague us and oppress us. God's going to deliver them into our hands. And we can't wait, and we pray for them.
Wrong. Stuttering John warms up to Sir Andre Previn, the former Mr. Mia Farrow.
Hi. Who are you? Go and find out and come back.
I used to work for Mr. Andre Previn.
Yes.
Oh, can I ask you a question? I have some questions for you, please. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Whenever you expect you radio, what big play is you get it? Thank you very much. Let me ask you, but come on. Why is everyone so afraid to band up at Clear Rama 40 Allen?
Oh, get away from me, you and your jerky questions, you bloody fool. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Jesus, he's a party. You're listening to a man who makes Sir Andre look downright jolly. Howard Stern.
Yeah, everybody said that Letterman calling him was weird because I thought it was weird. I mean, I thought it was great that he called into the birthday show because he's so ridiculously difficult about that stuff. So just the idea that he had to be forced into calling, which he did, by the way. He had to be forced into calling the show. It wasn't like Letterman said, hey, yeah, it's Howard's birthday. Let me call in and say hi. It was like a whole forced thing.
And you know what? I thought about it over the weekend, and I said to myself, isn't it interesting that Letterman feels that calling you on your birthday is kissing your ass?
I know. It's weird. He has such a weird hang-up with everything.
Yeah.
So when I go on his show, am I kissing his ass?
I don't know, but that was the first thing he said when he got on the air, was that, I guess there's still a little ass left to kiss.
Yeah, I know.
Because
It's weird.
you've been having it kissed all morning, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just got a weird way of looking at the world, and his whole agenda is how people are going to view him, his every move.
Mm-hmm.
I know guys like that. They're overly analytical. I mean, I tend to be overly analytical. I know I look at things I do sometimes and I go, maybe I shouldn't do this. And then I just say, screw it. If I got to analyze it that much, just go do it. You know what I mean? And then I'll be free. And nobody will have anything over me. So just go do it. And it's like, I don't know. I could go on his show 100 times, but he has to sit there and belabor whether or not he should come on my program.
What does it mean? How does it look? How will it be viewed by the industry?
Yeah, well, what happened was, I guess Gary had called over there and spoken to whoever it is he speaks to.
Morty.
Was it originally Morty?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, so he called over to Morty, who's the producer. We know Morty. And Gary said, hey, would Dave come on the show? And instead of Morty saying no, Morty said, well, we're looking into it. We're checking into it. We don't know yet.
Working on it or something.
Yeah, we're working on it.
I actually called probably, I'd say, December 5th. When I get a really good head start on this thing.
Right. So, it was always, we're working on it. Instead of like a straight answer like, hey, look, I'm not... See, Morty wants you to think that he has more power over there than he does. Am I right?
If this is your analysis, I have no clue what's going on over there.
No, let me tell you why I say that. Morty wants you to think that he can go into Dave's office anytime and ask him. So when you ask Morty if Dave can come on, and he keeps saying, well, we're working on it.
Oh, so that means he doesn't even talk to Dave?
No, he doesn't have the balls to even go in and say to Dave.
Okay.
Because he's supposed to shield Dave from this stuff.
So he's afraid of bringing it up.
Right.
Even.
But he doesn't want to say to you, hey, Gary, I got to be honest with you. I know I'm the executive producer, but I hardly talk to Dave. And when I do, he bites my head off.
Okay, so that's what's going on.
So you don't think it goes where Morty said to him in early December?
No.
Hey, get in this third thing.
No.
I don't want to deal with that now.
No. Morty has as much pull with Dave as Melrose Larry Green has with me.
You mean maybe this is the first time Dave ever heard that you wanted him to call in on the birthday show?
No, I think that, like, maybe it comes up at some point, but I guarantee you Morty doesn't put that request in. He's already decided that Dave wouldn't do it. Everyone decides for Dave. They all get into this Dave speak, Dave head. And, like, they're going to now react for Dave. Oh, of course Dave wouldn't want to do that. I mean, that's just it. And Morty, he wants to seem like he's, the man in control.
Well, I know the one time I did talk to Morty about it, it was for your 40th birthday. And I said, look, this is a big year. It would be really nice. And the one thing Morty said was, this is very difficult.
Yeah. Well, you know what? What happened was the opposite happened over at the Tonight Show. We call up. Would Jay call in? Sure, no problem. Jay'd be happy to call in. In fact, he'll stay up all night, and then he'll be the first one to call in.
One of the first people on board this year
was Jay. Yeah. Jay just was like, hey, I'll do it. Yeah, Howard's a good guy. He comes on my show. Fine, I'll do it. And also, then Branford was going to come, and the Tonight Show wanted to come and videotape something that they could show on the Tonight Show. Well, evidently, word got back to Morty that the Tonight Show was taping and all this stuff. And then I think he finally went to Dave and asked him, and they decided they better do it. It was like pulling teeth.
They thought, well, if there's such a Tonight Show participation on the show, the birthday show, maybe David ought to make an appearance so that he maintains his position in your mind.
Yeah. That's the only reason Dave called in, because when I got him on the phone finally, I tried to get him into some discussion. He wouldn't veer off that script. God, he's Johnny Carson.
Then there will be no interviewing me.
Well, I've already stated what I'm comfortable stating, and I'll hang up.
I was glad that he called in.
Yeah.
the producer. But you know, we also tried to get him on a little bit of a better time.
Right.
You know, hey, Jay's up till 3:15 in the morning to come to our show.
Right. Well, Jay would have cooked breakfast, quite frankly, if we asked him to. But go ahead, yeah.
And originally, we wanted Dave for 7:30, and they said no. He was just too busy.
Right.
What's he doing at that time of the morning?
And originally, he was scheduled to call at 9:45, and I said to Morty, you know, that's sort of like anticlimactic. He said, hey, it's a great finale. I said, well, if it were a live show, it'd be a great finale. But you know, how would you like it if you had a great guest at 12:28?
Yeah. It's a good analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Fafa Flowley.
But then the other thing was when Dave finally agreed to do it, he goes, I'm trying to work it out, you know, time-wise. And I said, here's the phone number, dial it for him. What's the
Morty kept saying, we're trying to work it out. We're trying to work it out.
It was a big logistical problem.
Yeah, it was like, we're trying to work it out. And finally, Gary said, wait a second. We're talking about a phone call here. How hard? You give the guy the phone number and tell him to dial it. What's to work out? What do you work out? We're trying to work it out. What are you, the pulp?
It wasn't like he had to fly somewhere, be there live, and then be back in New York to do his show.
And it kind of kills you when a guy comes on and you can tell he, in the worst way, doesn't even want to be on. Because I know what Letterman's doing. He's trying to signal to everyone in the world that he really doesn't want to be on this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just doing it for some stupid
My
reason.
arm is twisted.
Yeah. What do you think? Well, I mean, if it's that much of an arm twist, don't call in. I mean, if it's really going to bum you out that much, Jesus Christ. I mean, once you commit to making the phone call, get into it. Just like times I've gone on his show where I'm not into it at all. But I go on, and once I go on, I don't sit there and go, I'm not into doing this and I gotta leave.
Mm-hmm.
I go on, and I'm my usual fun self. I mean, but he comes on my show, it's like a kid taking castor oil. It really is. Yeah.
Okay, Howard, I'm here to kiss your ass.
Yeah, I'm here to kiss your ass, and you know what? Goodbye. You know. Well, hey, Dave, what about when I try to call you? I try to get some conversation, some dialogue going with him. And it was like, I'm not going to partake of this.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Got to go.
And it's like, well, dude, you know, if you're going to be a guest, get into it.
See, now I could think of a bunch of things that you could have asked him that he would be afraid of. And you calling him at home, I thought was so...
I tried to start with that, and then we would have worked into the girlfriends and dumping Meryl Marco.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I would be afraid of.
I mean, and you know, Letterman, if he's such a wit, which I think he's a witty guy, I think he could have handled any question. And could have had some fun with it. I think he would have had a lot more fun than calling into the Tom Snyder show and pretending to be a truck driver. You know?
But that's my beat on him. He doesn't even want to approach reality.
No.
He doesn't even want to approach his real life. He doesn't want it mentioned in his vicinity.
I should have, you know what, if I had had some time to think about it, I would have just said, so Dave, I understand it's very painful for you to watch your own show.
Yeah, do all that.
Yeah. I understand that when you see your own show, you have to smash things and yell at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What's that all about?
What was that letter, that note he shoved?
I hate myself.
Yeah, Dave, do you hate yourself?
Well, Ramen, there was a million things I wanted to ask. I couldn't get to it.
But that's why I've always said to people, one of our positioning points is that on the birthday show, you can do a hit and run like that, and if you're ever going to get away,
yeah.
the day to
Well,
do it.
all right, good pitch.
We can set it up that way, but no one ever takes us up.
What is the big deal? I mean, you know, Jesus Christ, have some fun. Once you're committed to making the call, have some fun with it.
Well, that's what, the one thing you can say about Jay Leno is he rolls with the punches.
He does.
He'll stay
And God knows he's been punched.
That's right.
That's right.
He's a little drunk right now.
Yeah, right.
He stays there and he'll field any question.
Yeah, he does. He does a good job with that.
But Robert's right. It's true. When I tried to book a lot of like enemies for the show, what we consider your enemies, and one of the things I say is, Howard, it's a surprise. Howard's in a good mood. It's his birthday. He doesn't even know you're calling, so there's not, you know.
Yeah, I'll be caught completely off guard.
It's not like there's going to be anything premeditated. It's just a fun thing.
Yeah. Well,
didn't help for a lot of these guys.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Media giant Howard Stern and media pinhead Wally George.
If I ever hear you mention my name again, now you listen carefully. If I ever hear you mention my name in a negative way, now I'm going to order you around. You're my boy. You're my dog. Now you listen to me.
You are a disgrace to Prussia.
I am having your ex-wife on dial-a-date. Yeah. You're heel, boy. You're my dog.
You're trying to order me around. I'll say something, Howard.
You're my dog.
You are a little thief.
But you're my dog. You are my dog.
You are going to be removed from the airwaves, and I am going to see to it.
And let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. As soon as you get the listen here, Rover.
Are now petitioning of the FCC to get you.
Oh, be still, you weak-wearing hump.
Actual laughs, on the Howard Stern Show.
You don't want fat people here. If you don't want fat people here, talk about it with alien. They're coming here.
I can't police the world, darling.
That's what the president is doing.
No. Look, President, these police...
Even Iraq is all over the place.
Yeah, and we'll worry about what everyone does. Why don't you go back and help your country become great? What are you doing here? Why don't you go back? Stop the butt people.
How dare you telling me to go back when your grandmother was from Russia?
My grandmother could take you. You know, my grandmother was a lady. She never had a big mouth like you.
I had to have a big mouth. What about your mouth?
My mother could kick your ass.
You're the biggest mouth in this
No, that's right. And you don't know anything about it. You didn't grow up here. You go up in Haiti. They don't even open their mouth over there with a voodoo doll. I'm going to voodoo on you. I'm going to yeah, everyone thing about it. With that voodoo. You're so silly with your superstition.
Always Democratic Howard Stern. Trains go all around the country.
They have to live through other people because I'm not allowed out of the house.
What wild story?
Ralph said he went to a, our E-television crew.
Yeah.
New York has like really weird restaurants. Ralph said that the whole television crew got together, went to a restaurant last night.
Oh boy.
And they went to this new this is like the hippest, trendiest place.
Mm-hmm.
In New York every week, evidently. Since I don't have a nightlife, I don't know about this stuff anyway. But Robin sometimes knows about this stuff.
Occasionally.
She'll probably know about this stuff when she gets back from vacation. She gets on a roll.
Do an exploratory kind of thing.
Yeah. You haven't been out scouting around in a while.
No.
Since you've been writing that book of yours.
I'm out of the scene.
So Ralph said all the whole E crew goes to this restaurant, and the restaurant, their thing is that every waitress is a transsexual.
Ah.
It's a trainee restaurant, it's called. It's where all the transsexuals are waitresses and stuff, but they're really hot-looking chicks, but they're guys.
Are they... Are they doing this in preparation for the operation, or they've had the operation?
Ralph thinks because you see what it is, both. Because they're queens, they love the attention, so they're up there like spinning around and
it's like a fashion show.
They pull up their dresses and you can squeeze their ass and all kind. But it's like it sounds weird, but they're such good-looking girls that guys forget.
So you're touching guys' butts?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe you. I don't know.
Did you see the picture of the chick?
I thought it was a girl.
Yeah, I thought it was a girl too. But meanwhile, one of the guys got so carried away, he started making out with one of them.
Ooh. Wait a minute, Ralph made out with a guy?
No, not Ralph. One of the other guys.
No.
I don't know if he wants to come in and talk about it.
Who, Scott DePace?
Where is he? Hey, Scott, come in here.
A member of the E crew made out with a guy?
I don't know. He might have kissed him or something. Where's Scott? Hey, Scott, come in here. What the hell happened last night, pal? He's heterosexual, too. Scott, wait, Scott, don't block my camera.
Are you serious?
Now, what happened?
She was gorgeous.
And he was slow draw. Well, when I first heard the story, before I saw the pictures, I said, oh, my God, I don't care what's going on. But then even after I saw the picture, I said, if you know it's a guy, you're straight, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Get close to that microphone. What?
You would have done the same thing.
Really?
Did everybody else?
Well,
did you get his number?
No, I think I gave her mine.
Did you? That way you fake.
What do you call that for?
What happened?
Because he kissed.
I still have doubts. Everyone back there was saying it too.
What?
Not sure.
Do you think it was a girl?
Girl or guy? I swear. Look at those pictures. Look at them.
Yeah, let me see that.
That picture Ralph just showed me looked like a hairy butt.
No, look at that ass. I've been with girls that don't have an ass like that. What is it?
I just want to explain to them how the show works. Everyone back there was saying that they weren't sure until they could get you on the air.
Yeah, right. Ralph, it was a guy, right?
And the one that he was making out with and had on his lap spun around. He had a huge penis.
Oh, no. Oh, no way. No way. But you,
I told her. On the way out, I figured it out, and I said to her on the way out.
He didn't know it was a transsexual part of the place.
He didn't know.
No, Scott didn't know.
That was the joke all night. I knew a couple of them had deep voices, but no.
Here's what happened. Scott went to the restaurant. Well, in all fairness, you haven't seen the picture yet. They do kind of look like one, but you know me, I can tell in a second.
I figure everything.
Those are the best pictures, and the waitress we had was the best one. I mean, there were guys running around in dresses. That's a girl. I still think that's a girl.
I don't know, man.
When you say Scott, can you say Scott DePace? Not just generically Scott?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, Scott. Yeah, people might think it's Scott Einziger.
His eyes.
Yeah. No, but Scott, here's what I'm saying. You got into the restaurant, and I guess you did.
Talking. Hey, I wasn't giving a guy my number. I've never been near him, man. Yeah, you had a guy with a penis on your lap, man. God, okay.
And here is Harry. Homo.
On the way out, I said, I went to her and I said, I think I'm your guy, but still call me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, gorgeous.
Hey, let me ask you
So
this.
you would go out with her.
Let me ask you something.
The transaction.
So it's kind of, oh man, look at you making out with him. You're making out with a guy. Scott, you might be a homo.
He kissed what? Square on the lips.
Yeah? Scott, you might be a homo, man. Seriously.
There's no way.
You were kissing a guy last night.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You're not. You say you're not a homo?
I'm more straight than every one of you guys in this room.
Hey, that's straighter than me, pal. I don't kiss no guy on the lip. I don't care how good he looks.
He had such a great line.
You never
At one
kissed
point,
him?
he had a
Do me a favor, Gangy. Kiss Scott to pay. Kiss him. See if he goes.
You gotta put a dress on first.
Yeah, right.
But you don't have to shave.
They're gonna make believe you're a girl.
And Scott won't be able to do it.
Yeah, here.
At one point, he put his hand on her breast.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, how'd it feel? How'd it feel? And he goes, it had a lot of padding in there. I didn't realize it.
Scott, what happened? You went to this, oh wait, Gangy's wearing a sign, I'm a girl. You can kiss him now. Scott, what happened? In other words, you went to this restaurant.
Right.
And you didn't know it was a transsexual place.
Everybody knew about it. No idea.
Yeah, right. Okay.
The joke was on me, and I knew it the whole time. I didn't know that.
But let me ask you something. You must have been flipping out because here you are sitting and having a meal, and the waitresses are so incredibly friendly. They're jumping on top of you. They're letting you squeeze their ass. When did you ever think that
happen?
Yeah, I mean, where do you ever see that?
That doesn't happen at McDonald's.
No.
I knew there was something going on because she was definitely digging me a lot, and everyone at the table was going, God, she likes the show.
And you're going, and you're probably saying, oh, look, mad girl, because when does a girl ever be that aggressive?
Then I got drunk enough where I said, I don't care. I don't know. You didn't know that you left. No, I never knew. All right, that's even worse. You had the guy in your lab. Ralph. Now, what I'm saying is that I knew something was up.
What's up?
No, something was up all right, pal, except it was in her panties.
Look at that.
Let me see. I know, she's got a beautiful ass, but it's a guy,
Let me
dude.
see those pictures.
But what you don't see is the pentacle.
What do you want to say?
At one point, because they were all transsexuals. So right before he left, there was a blonde one. He walked over to her and she had glasses, and he goes, if you take those glasses off, you'd be a 7. Meanwhile, you could see the makeup covering the razor stubble.
Oh, man, you must have been loaded.
That thick makeup. He was hitting on every...
You might be gay, my friend. But he was no psychiatrist.
I think that you can marry a transsexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Petula.
The really funny Petula Clark. What?
The funny thing is that, Scott's a little homophobic.
Yeah.
And when we first got there,
Yeah.
everyone was kind of sober. We're at the bar and it's packed. And there's 2 guys, not dressed up, but 2 regular guys in the bar, probably gay. And they're checking out Scott, and Scott's like, damn it, if they don't stop looking at me, I'm going to kick their ass.
Right. And meanwhile, 5 minutes later, he's making out with some guy.
He likes these guys with dresses.
Yeah, right. See, a lot of guys who are threatened by homosexuals are gay themselves. That's what they say, man.
Right. That's why he was so violent.
I mean, they got to admit, for a guy, this is a good-looking guy, but...
And it was tight.
Yeah.
Let me see the picture.
Their butt was so tight. Their butt was so...
Well, yeah, most guys do have tight butts like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them work out.
Yeah, man. We're making out with a guy. How did it feel like?
Dude, I could fix you. Never made out with Howard. I can't say I...
You did kiss, though.
Kissed me on the cheek, and I kissed her on the
That doesn't look like no kiss.
No,
I got the picture, my friend. Yeah, no, don't deal with it.
I swear to God.
I
swear to God, what? There, right? Here's one of these guys who get drunk and go to any...
Excuse me.
What a big time.
It's not a dead. It's fun when it's someone else. Faggot. Come on.
Ralph Boyd.
I hope face is all you suck. Right about it.
Poison.
Boyd inside you.
Poison man.
Coming on.
What do you think? I mean, it's a good-looking broad for a guy, but...
Dude, I know some guys at the gym.
Ralph, you can't talk. I wasn't kissing any of the guys there last night. I wanted to.
Man, is he grabbing hold?
Yeah, so at what point did you figure out that it was the guy you were kissing?
I don't know. After he filled them up, I got my coat, and then all of a sudden everyone was gone. I was just like, God, this is a transsexual place, I think. And I went to her, and I said to her, he said, you are a guy, right? And she said, yeah, of course. And I said, well, give me a call anyway. And I walked out. And you know what? He's the kind of guy they love because he has no idea, and
Yeah, right. That makes them feel like girls.
Yeah, let me get them all excited.
Yeah.
Right, I can do what a woman does.
Well, Scott, I'll give you a cigar so you can start practicing. Yeah, man, there's a pacifier.
Time, because they'll know what to do.
Okay.
Ralph, pull in your pants and show Scott what he's supposed to do when the transsexual comes over.
Ralph would like that.
Ralph. No kidding, man. That was a bit embarrassing. Are you embarrassed?
No, because I had a great time.
Hey, you thought it was a girl.
You
That's
know-
your defense.
And now you don't have a problem with gay people anymore.
Now you like the girl lifestyle.
I always had a big problem with gay people till I moved to L.A. And that's when I don't know, I kind of learned that they're...
You kind of learned that maybe it's not so
They're
bad.
people, they're born like that.
You're a homo.
And it seems you were too.
Understanding is the first step.
Not until once you start understanding, pal, it's not coming back.
He sees the bridge.
You know, when I moved to L.A., I realized that...
Ooh la la.
Ooh la wee.
It's not actually... When I started...
Wrong, it's different.
It's an alternative lifestyle. Homo.
They didn't have girls like this back in Delaware.
So, like, you must have been, since you thought it was a girl, you must have been flipping out that, like, wow, I've never had a girl come on to me like this. I mean, you know, I've had girls come on to me without like this.
He's holding one of these so-called girls like a bowling ball.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, most girls don't look like thick like that.
Yeah, I tell you, the only thing that did it was Scott Einziger the whole time. Hey, Scott. The whole time he was sitting there, you know, just keep prodding me.
Yeah, we were prodding him and the girl, like, go over there, take a picture with us.
He was like, I'm living vicariously through you. I want to do this, you know, but I have a fiance.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Doesn't take you. Yeah, it doesn't
You know, I love guys who always want to blame the other people.
Yeah, right.
What they did.
Yeah, they egg me on.
You know, all right, and about, 15 minutes through this, the whole dinner, I went to Eric, I said, Eric, dude, she's hot, what do you think of, because he likes the Oriental girls.
Right.
I said, she's hot, what do you think of her? And he was like, I think she's good looking. I said, it's not a guy, right? There was no way. He didn't know.
Right.
And he said it to me this morning, he didn't know either.
It's a guy.
All I can say
And Eric didn't kiss anybody.
Yeah, how come Eric didn't kiss him?
Yeah.
What is it?
If he got up at work at 10 o'clock instead of 1:30.
Let's get this straight. It's a he.
Yeah,
He got,
not a she.
if he got up at work at 10 o'clock instead of 1:30, we would have an even better story.
Yeah. Hey, man. Pretty wild.
Oh, well, it was fun. It was a good time.
I think
Homo.
you should go out with her.
I told her to call me.
Yeah, so you would, huh?
Beat her up when she was coming.
Listen, yeah, have sex with her and beat her up.
So now, if he calls, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what if he calls you?
you?
If he calls you, what would you do? Seriously.
I'd probably still make sure that it was a guy first.
Yeah.
I'd ask him again. Her. What am I saying? I'd ask her again.
Him. I'm a big guy. The only question is whether he still has a weenie or not.
Invite her in. I think it's a girl. It's a girl.
You know,
Anyway,
No. You don't understand something. I'm going to break it to you again. That was a guy last night.
You understand?
You were with a guy.
Of the places are all transsexuals or right. But which the only question is whether she had it chopped off or she still has it. You had that girl in, right? Patola or whatever her name. Tula.
Yeah, right.
She's beautiful. Wouldn't you hate her?
I would.
He got hair on his face.
I would let him like
Do everything that I did last night.
No, I wouldn't kiss him. I'd let him use his hand on me.
And you know what I can't believe?
That's it. That's the only thing.
You know,
maybe some sodomy. That's it. Now I wouldn't do it. You know. But I wouldn't have sex with him. Right. I draw the line.
You
know what?
No, I'm not going to kiss no guy.
If it went that far and I actually saw that it was a guy, I probably would have. No, it is. The question is,
you know what? He's so in love. He's trying to. You know what this is like? The crying game.
And it's more like a butterfly.
Right.
Where a guy just refuses to believe it's a guy.
Just
let me ask you something.
Admit it and deal with it.
Let's see. All right. I know he's a guy.
And I think there was definitely some transsexuals there, and probably.
You're in denial, pal.
I'm saying she definitely is.
That's a guy.
That is
queen of denial.
Listen to me.
What's that?
The only question is whether or not he still has his weenie. Let's assume he got his weenie cut off.
You know what? And I sat on my lap, and I kind of felt towards there, and I didn't feel nothing.
You were blasted.
No, you weren't blasted, man. So open. I was. She was excited. Dude.
Yeah.
Let me.
She was
in the corner flattening everything out.
Here's the dude.
telling you. You know,
He saw the guy's wiener. He saw it.
So I'm adjusting too. And the other guy you had in your lap and you were making out with, you had a huge package. You know, I saw you in the corner with her. I wasn't.
God,
Don't even try it.
women climb all over you like this and like you're telling them that familiarly.
Picking up the butt. What I'm doing. No, I've seen women do that.
Waitresses. You know?
Like front of a dress. Maybe not witches, but you know what? This is New York. I'm from Delaware.
Oh,
Things are all different.
They love people like you here.
Yeah.
Hey, Dickie. Just got your buttocks.
You got the target on it.
Hey, Jackie's got his buttocks.
Come on, Jack. Pull your pants
Feel
down.
that one. Close your eyes and feel that one.
Scott, want to give me a back rub?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Hey, Scott, so what are you saying, dude? Let me ask you this question, hypothetical. All right. So now that you dated this guy for one day, all right, and you made out with him.
That was a date.
Let's say he calls you, and he says to you, you say to him, hey, do you have a penis? And he says, no, I got a vagina. But it turns out, of course, that it's man-made.
I think.
Would you have sex with him?
No.
With a
I think
man-made?
it'll be more than one question, first of all. And then two, if it got down to it, and I thought, after asking her all these questions, that she still said she was a girl, then yeah, I'd go out on a date with her. And then if it got to that,
dude, yours is
the penis,
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, easy. Easy, what do you mean?
You are so gay.
No, wait a second. Let me ask you something. You are such an angry gay man. Let me say something. Scott.
You don't know anyone straight.
Wait, let me ask you something. Right. You're saying
at this point
you're going to go out. I had to hit the button I did because you cursed.
Right.
But what you're claiming
what
is
you're doing at all.
Yeah, what you're saying is, what is this?
A man-made one.
A man-made one. Hey, listen. Here's what I'm on radio. Would you say this to me?
What's that?
You go out with a guy, all right, and you're telling me that I'm telling you he's a guy. You go out with him, pull down his pants, he's got a weenie. You would beat the crap out of him?
I would. I don't know. Probably.
Really?
If she still, see, I'm still calling her she, but if she did say that she was a girl, I went out there with her, and then she was a guy.
All right.
Wait. I don't know.
Would you go out?
That means you might be.
If it was true, I would do something to her.
How do you find a guy who advocates fag bashing to 18 cities?
Hey, the guy's got to protect his manliness.
Listen for a second. This is the question. If he didn't have a penis and had a man-made vagina.
Only in the 90s could you have this discussion.
Yeah.
My parents' generation never had this discussion.
There was nothing to do.
What would you do? He had the full operation. What would you do?
He'd marry her. He'd marry her. He keeps calling her she.
What would you do?
It's a guy.
Would you fool around with him?
No way. If
he had the full operation, no penis.
Oh,
penis
really?
was cut off and had a man-made vagina. What would you do?
If it looked like that girl Tola,
yeah.
I probably would fool around with her.
Really? All right, so you're as gay as I thought you are. That's it.
Hey, the body.
It's officially you're scarier than OJ.
One of those guys that you'll see in 20 years sitting on Kelly Jesse Raphael say, yes, I left my wife and children and now I'm with
not over here.
You
know what? When do you meet his friend? We're gonna have a.
What was his name? What was the guy's first name?
They all knew.
What was the guy's first name, Ron?
I didn't even get their name. It was like some
made up name. Like
when I got there, I
Rex.
shot a Jack, and then I drank Heineken's.
And then he kissed Jack. Yeah.
What is it?
His name was Bianca.
Oh, was it? Oh, man.
I mean,
Yeah, there's not too many people in this world named Bianca. That's like Tula. Bianca.
And the guy he was flirting with when we left was the scariest one. He had all this makeup caked up,
and you're doing a beard on the guy, right?
There was no flirting her. I did not flirt.
You were flirting. He had that drunk look in his eyes, like.
He was flirting with a guy with a beard?
Yeah. He had a little makeup over it.
Guys get a few drinks in them, though, they change.
Especially.
He's a bottle homo.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a guy who drinks and then becomes gay.
Hey, man, all I know is I was very drunk.
You better go to an AA meeting.
Did the guy really have a beard?
No. Well, not like Madonna with weird glasses. That's what the second.
Yeah, the glasses were like this big that try and hide half the face.
Right. Nice joke. I don't care how big the glasses are. I find that beard.
Yeah, and something was off with them. I mean, they were all hot, but either the voice, the Adam's apple, or the hands. So this one guy walking up the stairs, right? Really nice legs. I follow the legs down. She's got these
beautiful legs.
She's beautiful legs. She's got these shoes on with the whole foot exposed. And she's got these big feet.
And that don't stop Scott.
You were just wishing it would all happen to you.
Everybody jealous of you is what it was. Huh?
Right.
Okay.
I got it from a couple of them. They said Scott said he was. Listen. I'm not saying I didn't dig him. I would have messed around with him. I love it. See? I would have done. So he did it. I said that's all. I wouldn't touch it, you homo. Oh, you're so bad. Homo.
You kissing a guy, Matt.
Guy, you kissed the guy. Merry Christmas. I did not. I didn't. You kissed him. David kissed me. I posed for a picture. Give me the picture.
Hey, give me the picture of him kissing a guy. Let me see that. Let me see the picture of you kissing a guy.
I'm not
I think Ralph has evidence.
Get the pictures from Rob.
I saw the picture. He kissing a guy.
My Robin, I'm posing for a picture. Robin was
man.
taking a picture.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with it. The two men loving each other, that's,
You said it yourself. You figured it out when you moved to LA.
Let me see it.
All right, there's no one get it out. I was the one going for the win. Before I moved to LA, I would be the first one to admit that I would see a gay guy and I
This was way too close for two guys.
No, where's the other one? I don't know. Somebody's got it.
You used to want to beat up gay guys? That's good mean homosexuality.
That is homosexuality.
That meant nothing.
Really?
Explain to me why I had a great time every time I've been with a woman.
That's just
Denial.
Denial?
Listen, your sexual. Look, I just figure it this way. Your sexuality is your business.
I will prove it to you.
Your sexuality is your business.
You're saying you're bisexual.
It doesn't. Excuse me. Doesn't matter that he's bisexual. All right? That doesn't matter. All right.
You know, I left that.
If you're bisexual, I still love you. Okay,
everyone
man.
teases Ralph that he's gay. He offends me just because of that. Just because everyone teases that he's gay. Just get away from me.
Right. From
You know what? That's right.
Right.
Because he's so sure
he won't even touch me, but he's making out with a guy.
He is a couple. He has to stay a couple.
All right, listen. Why not? Listen. Everyone's sexuality is their own business. Let me. Whatever you're into, you're into.
I
It's
was
your
going to
business.
say to everyone back in Delaware, I'm straight.
Hey, you want to slow dance with me? Hey, come on over. Come on for the Christmas holiday.
I smell like
Come on here. Let me put a little music. Come on.
Listen, all I know is I left that place.
See, he's going
Let me
for it
put on.
again.
Yeah, put on a little music, will you, Fred?
Something romantic.
Come here. Put a holiday.
Dirty dance with him, Howard.
Grab his ass, Scott.
I grabbed his ass.
You know what's going to happen?
Today he's pretty good.
No, I think he's excited.
Hey, Scott, you learned a lot, man.
I know. One night,
The guy almost kissed me again.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to go on a date with this guy, and he's going to beat the crap out of him.
Oh,
We don't have to
you
beat the
can't do
crap
that.
out of him.
You gotta just deal with it. You're gay.
You're gonna go to bed with the guy that beat him up?
And then he's going to beat himself on. And it'll be all your fault.
Hey, can I say something, man? You really know how to dance with a guy. You learned a lot last night. All right, listen, Scott, we're just teasing you. I'm sure you're straight as an arrow. Listen,
I'm positive. Listen, man, the funniest thing was I left that place, and I said to myself, I can't believe I let those people touch my food.
Yeah, right. Tell me that about.
With people like that when they don't dress up like that. What are you talking?
Scott, listen to me, pal.
Don't try and deflect.
Listen to me, Scott. I have never been with a man, nor would I ever even kiss a man on the lips. But let me tell you something.
I didn't either.
Whatever you do is your business. I don't hold it against you.
There you go.
Okay.
He accepts you.
I accept you no matter what you are.
You're free to explore.
You do what you want, all right?
How gay you are, Howard Love.
Hey, here's a little cartoon with you. It says, here's Scott on with his date.
Lazy.
Scott, I'm a from Miss New Jersey. Want a date?
Got the hair all over his chest and everything.
There it is. All right, very good. All right, excellent. Guy with a beard.
Yeah.
I was going to say, next time you have a stripper, tell her to come back and see me.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right.
Next time we have a stripper, we'll bring a guy for you.
I'm called Chippendale for you.
Scott, it's your business.
Rob,
no one
you
else.
go on a date?
No,
I'll put
I don't go with the guys who are that weird. You're pretty.
Robin wants this guy's for her. She's not surprised.
It's the worst. He'll go with anything.
Later on the Christmas show,
No.
this guy, not you.
Standards.
Hey, later on the Christmas show, I'm gonna let you tickle a guy. All right? What?
Do it.
Nicole Bass just called. She wants to go out with him.
Isn't that right? Is that true? No? Oh, it's not true. Too bad. No, she's a married woman. She will not go out with you. All right, very good. We have to take a break. Scott, congratulations on your big night last night.
Looks like a coming out.
Oh, well. Wait a second. Here's Scott coming out of the closet right now. Have tape of that. There you go.
Out of the closet.
You think Tom Chiusano's cute?
He's a very good-looking man, but I'm not good time. For me.
Maybe, you know what, we should all put on dresses next so we can see which one of us he'd go out with.
You have dresses in your closet, don't
I know.
Come on, you know.
But I can accept it. See, you can't. He might kill him. We better
All right, let's take a look. Scott, I think he's straight, okay, for what it's worth. All right.
You know, when you go to the bridge, don't forget to call us.
Right, man, I'll save you. You don't think he's straight. Do what you want.
Okay.
It's all right.
Who cares if he's straight, quite frankly? Nobody knows who he is.
He had
a great time, and that's over. All right.
Hey.
All right. Go get comfortable.
Alrighty.
All
You
right.
never had a reason to talk to him before. It's better that he's gay.
Let me take it. Yeah, right. We've never had one on the show before. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Let's go back there and have a couple beers. And we'll be back right after these words.
You don't know nothing about me, buckwheat.
Hey, yo, come over here. I'll put something right in your big fat mouth.
I'd like you to ring by me to shave on me in a date.
You sound like you got an ass in your mouth.
Hey, that dog, you don't know my pain.
Oh, yeah? What about you and your big little funky mouth?
Just shut the L for.
You sound like you got a one.
Like you to ring by me.
You afraid my friend. Why don't you go get her cookies over there? Don't worry. Oh, like I need somebody to be a friend.
We look bad in front of
The Howard Stern Show.